Hey,
Thank God for
what you
that.
you weren't you weren't jamming
Drink.
out to those tunes? You
Nope.
weren't feeling it?
I don't know. It feels like dodgy, like elevator
Ah, it
music.
is. Yeah, for sure. Where have you been, man?
Mm, it's all right. Ah,
You've been
working,
you've been
working,
MIA, man.
working, work. A lot. I know. MIA a lot. It's just like, oh, man, work is so bad, busy. So when I get in, I can't be bothered to do anything.
What does that mean?
So it just means like I stick my hoodie on and I play with my daughter, make sure she's all right. She goes to bed, then I basically just watch Netflix or something and and just
Pass out.
time out. Do you not find yourself like doing that in the bear market? Just like I don't know. Obviously, when the bull market comes, it's all like adrenaline and all that, and the bear market, everyone just like I don't know.
I don't know. When stuff's
So
pumping, I have trouble
yeah,
sleeping. When stuff's dumping, I have no
mm,
trouble sleeping. It's like backwards. I don't understand.
yeah, that's fair, fair, fair. Where's is Lottie joining us or
He
what?
said he was. He said he was.
He's probably still watching. He's probably still watching the
Yeah.
game.
Canuck said he's going to be
Oh,
late, but he's coming. He said he's had a day. So,
all right. Fair,
yep.
fair. What time's it over your way? Is
Four.
it like
Yeah,
4
it's
p.m. or
four.
something?
So, like, I
Not
just
bad.
picked up the kids, kind of thing. Yeah. So, kids are
Wow.
doing their chores, and
Oh,
yeah.
cool. Not bad. Hmm.
So we got our answer today,
Yeah.
finally.
Yeah. Yeah. I tried to do what I could from my point of view to try and get that answer because 4 days and I'm like, hang on, like it's only a clarification of a word. Let's try and push
Mm-hmm.
it. So yeah, because I know the admins were pushing it from their end, but they can only do what they can do. So like I thought, well, and the community was starting to get a bit restless. So I was like,
That
let's try
well, that
another
was
word.
fair. That was too long. Yeah. You got to wonder what the
Yeah,
channels are like sometimes,
it's
right?
yeah, yeah,
But
exactly.
lots of questions, and I'm
There's
glad.
just
I'm glad
yeah,
you
there's
posed it there because we're going into their weekend, right? So it would have been another two
yeah,
days.
yeah, and so yeah, exactly. So it's all good, but big news, man. Like there was a lot of big news. I mean, there was a lot. I feel there was a little bit of hype on it as well, which is you've got to. But I mean, at least it was clear. Obviously, apart from that missing slip of the tongue, sort of 1 million, like a million per day or a million per year. It was a bit confusing, but other than that, everything was decent. I mean, there was a bit of a like there was one of the bits of news where it said at the end, in the current market conditions, it doesn't look sort of likely. Did you read that
Yeah,
one?
and I don't really understand. I don't
Yeah,
like. I want clarification on that, and I hope we're gonna get it. Um,
yeah.
but yeah, we'll try to get it ourselves, right?
I was yeah. I was trying to listen to that like just before I came on, but I left everything to the last minute again. I'll always do. Just trying to like cram in some last minute Shahaf
Yeah,
revision while I was doing the dishes,
yeah, yeah. I hear that.
But yeah, but some nice partnerships. But let's wait for uh, Lottie and that and see what they think and see
Yeah.
what happens. Yeah,
Welcome, guys.
good,
Steve
good, good.
RCD, Cody Gang, Jason, Crypto 73. Good to see you all. Don't be shy to request the mic and come on up and talk to us because that's what this one is all about, right? We have no format. We
Yeah,
have no
exactly.
format for this one.
Just see what you see. come up and roast me off me Jed mistake. I thought I saw 350% on Jed, and I was like, what's going on? And obviously, I'm thinking the worst because that's what I do, overthink
You're like
everything.
my mother.
Turns out it's just the ADA price
Yeah.
dropping and dragging it under the 400, and then I'm seeing like burns and mints, but I didn't really study the type.
Yeah.
So I just thought, oh, it's cool. Like, what's going on? And everyone's like, it's just fine.
It's just doing what it's supposed to do, right?
Yeah, and then I looked and I was like, oh yeah, it's literally just like Shen mints, which are obviously allowed, and obviously Jed burns, which are always allowed. So I was like, oh, never mind, ignore us.
It's confusing though, right?
Can be, yeah. If you're me, you just make a mistake now and again. It's just it. It's just me.
Because
I've had a really heavy week at work, so it's just like my brain is mashed.
Because what are we're at like a 350% collateralization right now, right? Yeah, 352.
Yeah, exactly.
And most of that 50% came from price decline, right?
Yep, yeah. It seems to be just the drop in ADA price just took it under, which is absolutely normal, and it's probably likely ADA will hit a bounce and then just fly back above the 400 as well, because obviously no one can mint any Jed while it's at the 350%. So they can't really. The only thing that can drag it further down is ADA price. So yeah.
Oh, they're all piling in now. Look at that. Welcome.
They've come to listen to us talk absolute rubbish.
Welcome, Coti Ship, Lottie, and Canuck.
Oh,
how's it going?
Hello.
What's up, Ship?
Hello.
There he is.
He's currently drowning.
I wonder what mood Lottie's in after that result.
Yeah.
Not good then?
No. Good result for him.
Maybe.
Because the top of the league team just lost against Lottie's team, which are nearly bottom of the league. So
lost. Southampton were 3-1 up until the last 5 minutes, and then they drew 3-0.
Shut up! You didn't.
Yep.
Oh, you're joking. I just thought 3-1.
I think he's fuming. I don't expect him to be in a good mood.
Oh my! I'm going to put it in. Southampton. I have to. Oh, you're right. Jesus, I'll be fuming. That's 3. That's 2 points dropped. That.
Don't talk to me.
So I'm confused. Is it good or bad now? You guys are like.
It ended 3-3, right?
It's horrific.
So Lottie's team was winning until the 88th minute. Well, they were winning until the 90th, technically.
And then they dropped it?
Yeah, basically, they drew 3-3.
Oh, so it's a tie.
And
they
really,
shit the bed.
Yeah, Southampton needed the. Yeah, they needed the points.
So each team gets
really
a point then?
Big time.
This way?
Yeah. So Lottie's team are right at the bottom of the league, and they need points otherwise they're going down. And they've just thrown away 3 massive points.
Yeah. Unlucky. Let's have a look at the league table. Go on. See where you are. Oh yeah, they are definitely the strongest in the league because they are holding everyone else up.
You're gonna force him to rage quit the space. You know that, right?
Oh my god! Last 5 games: loss, draw, loss. That was before now, obviously.
Watch, he's gonna get a service call and he's just gonna lose it. He's gonna lose it, man.
Yeah.
Are you gonna say something, Lottie, or are you just
enough.
doing emojis tonight?
I'm trying to calm down.
He's just waiting to have another competition with what was that guy's name? They just kept doing the
the
Long
thumbs down
Don.
guy.
the thumbs down. Yeah, Long Don, the guy, dude with the big dong.
Wow. little inside joke there, I guess, for the Cardano.
This is taking a turn.
People.
It's banter. It always takes a turn.
It does. It is. It's tame at the moment, to be fair.
All right, so I've been gone away all day and haven't seen anything. I haven't seen charts. I haven't seen prices. I haven't seen Twitter. I've seen nothing.
Okay,
what
well,
did I
we're
miss?
poor now.
Probably don't
we're
look.
poor now.
Yeah.
Just in case you were wondering. So
We're poor now. Why? Let me see.
Between the football, the price today, it's a bad day.
Oh, what the hell?
that's okay, man. You're locked. It doesn't matter, right?
Maybe the devs can do something.
Yeah. When are we mooning? It's got to be soon.
So welcome everybody here. It is a banter night, so anybody can request to speak at any time, and if nothing too crazy is going on, we'll let you up and speak your mind. We're going to talk about 4 or 5 days ago, we're going to talk about the Enterprise announcement, some common misconceptions and stuff like that. But yeah, come on up and speak to us.
Is this also when you give away 7,500?
Did it multiply by 10x?
Everyone doubled it and gave it to the next guy.
I would love. Yeah, we could totally give away some Coti tonight. Maybe
we're up to 100K.
Those are Lottie numbers. I can't afford to get a giveaway like that.
Mine's all locked up. Sorry.
Oh yeah, me too. I had to I had to buy some for this. Which actually, I don't even know if it's bought yet.
You ain't locked up, Lottie. I saw your buy the other day.
No. I sell it all, remember?
Oh, right.
He tweets and he pumps it and then he dumps it. You all know that, don't you?
I am a market maker.
You're going to be the one to go down with everybody if all crypto goes south, if Coti goes south, and they're going to see you for your pump and dump scams.
It's because I diversify so much.
You're using those emojis that they consider financial advice, so I would be careful with that.
Yeah.
What is with your mic, Canuck? What is with your mic, Canuck? You are distorting the hell out of this space.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's brutal, man.
Yeah.
You sound like you're
something else.
Like it was crazy. I had to finally say something because it never ended. Too much.
Yeah. That's just bliss. I'm just enjoying the silence.
Is this any better? Or is this
worse? It sounded like were you walking before?
No, I was just sitting here.
It sounded like cord noise. Like it was bad.
So is it gone now?
The noise is gone. Yep. Your voice doesn't sound as good, but at least there's no distortion.
Okay, let me get a different headset. Man, you guys are so picky, eh?
Dude,
Jeez.
It was wait till you hear the recording. You'll be embarrassed.
Oh, we're recording this. Okay. Thanks for telling me.
We're recording.
I don't know. There's a little red flashy button there for everybody to see, so I didn't know I had to tell you. Run a disclaimer.
Oh, we'll have to.
Yeah,
we'll have to be on our best behavior now. Then
I'll tone it back a bit now.
But yes, for the record, as with all Coti podcast spaces, there is no financial advice implied at all whatsoever here. And on that note, go buy a bag.
I did actually the other day. I changed my bio because I thought I'm not going to prison.
Yeah.
The SEC, Do Kwan, and Lottie
Can I have a +1 in my cell? It's a golden retriever.
How's this?
Sexy, really sexy.
Yeah. You sound so much better.
Aubergine.
Do you want me to go lower?
No.
You sound like you just come back from the anaesthetist.
As long as you don't explain the deal that you made with your wife on this podcast, we'll be all right.
Why can't I tell everybody the deal?
I don't think that's appropriate information for this space.
Yeah.
What about the deal I made with his wife? Can I do that one?
He doesn't even.
Can I tell them? Can I tell them about the offer that you proposed yesterday?
That would
last night?
probably be even worse. That's like breaking commandments. So no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's not safe for work, and then there's not safe for banter night. And I think that's the latter.
So who wants to talk about enterprises before this devolves into a total you-know-what show? It's not...
So they confirmed the numbers today, right? With the... Was it 2 million a month? Not whatever the misconception... Because was it... Did Shahaf say 1 million a day, and then they thought it was 1 million a month, but it's now 2 million a month? Is that right?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, it was 1 million a day, then it was 1 million a year, and then there was a bunch of FUD, and now it's 2 million a month, which sounds great to me. And when I first heard that, I thought Playtika was totally off the... Like, it's not Playtika, guys. Those numbers don't add up, right? Playtika is bigger.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it's changed a lot of people's opinions as to who it could be after the numbers came
I
out.
think we're going back to the whole Dafabet thing, right? And it just to me, that seemed weird because it's kind of like I guess it is a news event because it's a different infrastructure, but I mean, most of us see Dafabet as a partnership, right? But not a PPN. I mean, it makes sense. Dafabet is huge. I'm not trying to FUD, but it's not Playtika.
It's just it.
Yeah. So what are Playtika's numbers?
Like 34 million a month. It's something just like ridiculous.
A lot more.
But I mean, all of the daughter companies that Dafabet are involved with, and like everything like that, it's still quite massive. If there's more to follow, because like Shahab said, if they nail it, they can scale it. I think he said, which I quite liked. I thought that was like a cool line. So if they get it right, then it might mean that we see a 10x on the amount of volume from that whole group of companies or something like that. So who knows? It could be amazing. I'm holding out for it anyway.
I think I'd be a lot more pleased if it wasn't Playtika, just because we know how closely associated they are. The CEO and Shahaf, I think they're lifelong friends. It would feel a bit, I don't know, a bit boys clubby maybe, just that they know each other. I think that if it's something else, something that's a little bit more unknown, that it proves the BD team are getting something right with people they don't have an existing relationship with. So I think there's an upside to it.
I agree. I absolutely agree with that sentiment.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they brought back, the cards. Like we need the cards, with a new partner. I think there's like a big hole there now. Because, like you said before about the whole friends sort of thing. I think they are friends with the Simplex lot as well, weren't they?
Yep.
Sort of similar. Like I think they were involved at the start of Coti, and now they got bought out by Nuve, wasn't it, or something like that? So,
Did you guys see Crypto Merlin's breakdown of all the business development update, where he talks about the Playtika and everything? His thoughts on it. What'd you think of that? Because I'm just seeing it now, and he's comparing the numbers to Playtika and to what Shahaf said, but I guess that was prior to what Shahaf said today, right? About what was it, 2 million, or what was the numbers per month?
Yeah,
I was just
2 million
zoned out. 2 million per month. So then, yeah, maybe this doesn't make sense anymore.
When I saw his thread, I had already, considered.
Oh, okay.
I already thought that Playtika was off the board.
All right, I'm just playing catch up.
Yeah, but Dafabet looks good. I'm not going to give Paul that prediction because, that's not fair. You can't take that one. We're going to have to go to Telegram and tell him he can't take, take credit for that prediction. Might have to get him banned and muted for another week. It's a joke, guys. Boy, it's dry in here tonight. What is going on?
It is a bit dry, isn't it? I'm not the most.
It's because it's recorded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you guys scared of?
I'm holding back.
Watch your phone.
I want to make main map one day. I know what you do when you record.
I don't want to get canceled. I have a big future in the influencer game, okay? And I don't want to get canceled on Twitter.
Okay. Hold on then. Then we're going to have to change something here because it's not...
This will be on Spotify
I have
later.
800 followers, okay? I have 800 followers and I'm not going to lose them now, okay?
Jeez,
I've worked my ass off for 2 months to get here, Tracer.
I'm not going to ruin it on one night.
Listen, okay. What if...
What his wife said.
What if I just dump it at the end then? Okay. So can we have a good banter night then? If I agree to just dump it? Because this is lame.
I don't think anybody's actually worried about
then
the recording because I don't think
dummy up. This is boring.
Maybe have you ever thought it's you, Tracer?
I am distracted. It's true. Oh.
He's been lying.
You're so intimidating,
guys.
Too much time.
I just
want
to go back. I'm telling you, that was a great experience.
What?
We don't know what kind of connections you made there. Maybe you're part of the cartel now.
No, I was in a very gated community.
Oh, hoity-toity.
What?
Oh, someone's got some money.
Oh no, man! You know what? You know how that's a good one. But you know how I found this one? Literally, it was sorted by price and availability.
Was it on Forbes list?
And it was the first one, guys. So don't give me that.
Yeah, sorted highest to lowest.
Yeah, highest price first.
I actually can't believe what we got out of there for. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Did you take the jet?
I took a jet. I actually took Canada's most discounted air. Oh, it's so Canuck knows how bad swoop is.
Ooh.
Dude.
You're brave, bro.
It was brave, but we did it. Yeah, no. This was a no frills trip, but that place was amazing. Such good service.
Amelia Earhart was on a more reliable plane than that.
Fair enough. So yeah, no, this was a bargain basement trip, but the place ended up being super cool. I was very happy with it.
I didn't even know you went on holiday. You should have posted something.
But what do I mean, I posted a little bit, but what am I supposed to say? I'm in Mexico, I'm better than you? I hate LARP posts, man. And plus I didn't have a first class suite on Emirates. So, what am I supposed to post?
Lottie can talk. He puts a picture up every time he walks his dog. Isn't that right, son?
Got requests here.
Yeah.
I think they're expired requests. Did I?
For my holiday comment.
No, absolutely not.
See, this is why you're intimidating. Say one wrong thing and you get booted off.
So who's got the alpha? Somebody's got to have something. Who searched? Who did research on Israeli healthcare institutions?
Pastor Scott, he loves it.
Somebody said it was Sheva.
That's what it looks like. Yeah, that's. If I had to, I spent an hour or two on it, and I would have guessed it's them. But there's a lot. I didn't realize that Israel was that well known for its healthcare.
Yeah, same.
You got anything, Ship? You always got interesting stuff.
I'm having a little look. I made a thread on what I thought. I'm just having a little look back. I think that the interesting one for me is that Rudder Consultancy.
Yeah,
so for those of you who don't know, by the way, Rudder Consultancy now follows Tracer because he's that much.
Oh, here we go.
Wow. How much did that
there
cost?
Was so much shade in that comment. You should have seen his DM. His DM was ruthless.
Was it Mexico you went to?
He sent me a screenshot of Rudder Consultancy following him. I just said, "Why am I following you?" It wasn't meant that savage, but yeah, it was interesting. So, but I reckon, I think that's a cool one. Like, I mean, they're a very recent consultancy, right? They started last year. I think they just settled on their headquarters in Bahrain, so like definitely just setting up. But I spent a lot of time just looking through Rudder Consultancy, who they follow, their website, who follows them, the CEO, and who follows him. By the way, if you have a look, he's got about 500 followers, but I mean, there's some weight in the people that follow him. So he's got a very good network behind him, and yeah. So they're building out a royalties tracking and distribution solution. And I had a little look around. I don't know if anybody else has, but I thought Angami, which I hadn't heard of prior, they're massive. And if you look on their website, the way they pay royalties is so antiquated. Like if you get, as an artist, if you've got more than $500 of revenue to claim through royalties, you have to literally email them to try and get it. So you have to email them at finance@angami.com. So they look like a prime target, but I think this one could be quite exciting.
Well, like you said too, the fact that Rudder liked your tweet. I mean,
and that, yeah, I forgot about that.
Seems like you're on the right track there.
I think so.
But you look at some of the partnerships they have like listed on their website. You're right. That's some heavy hitters.
Yeah.
And anybody who could put...
Who is it? Who is it? Is it Binance and Trust Wallet? You have mentioned, but there's a few others like at the NFT game mostly. I think.
But I mean, if you could put Binance and Trust Wallet on your website like that, you've got some clout, right?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And I think I can't remember who it is or who it was. I was looking on the CEO of Rudder's LinkedIn. Like I was in proper stalker mode. And yeah, like, I mean, he's got like partnerships with, I think, like Bahrain Radio, like, and like a Arab like radio station as well. Like, he's really well connected in the music industry. So I'm excited to see where it goes. I wonder if it's an MOU to build out a solution, or if it's an MOU to build a solution for someone. That bit's not clear.
Yeah, good point, right?
But yeah, they liked my tweet, so I must have nailed it.
I'm on their website. Is that rudderconsultancy.com?
No. No, that's a different one.
Okay.
Theirs is very much branded Web3. I know which one you're on.
All right. My Google game is rubbish. Okay, hang on then. Give me the web address.
No, you're right. That is rudderconsultancy.com.
Yeah, I wasn't impressed with the website, like.
Really?
Yeah, the website seems pretty lame.
The one that's got the trust chain in the background.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the best bit. I was hoping to see like the Binance logo.
It's down there on the homepage, Matt.
Sorry,
just swipe to the side. Where, there's a scroll bar there.
All right, I'm going down. Okay, will you show me where
clients and partners?
I can't see it.
Okay, there's a scroll bar there.
Where?
Wow. Do you know how to use the internet? Like, we're gonna have to replace our technical expert.
Hang on, right? I'll do a screenshot of what I can see, and you'll understand. I'm scrolling down, and there's only 4 clients and partners. So you're saying there's a scroll bar next to the scroll bar.
There's little arrows there that you can clickety-click.
There's clickety-click right, clickety-click left.
I see them. So it's not a scroll bar then?
So who really wrote the node guide? Okay.
It's a carousel.
It is a carousel. You're correct.
It's a bloody carousel.
And it should, on web, on mobile, it's automated. Like it moves.
Okay. That'd be what? Yeah. I've got to click the bloody button. That's better.
There's some big boys in there though. Binance, the Ritz, Colton, Trust Wallet, Meta Yachts. I don't know what that is, but that sounds cool.
Gulf Falcon Business Solutions sounds even cooler.
Yeah, and they've got the Economic Development Board, Bahrain.
Oh,
as well.
look at their URL, gfboss.com. That's serious.
If you had that many, I think once you get to that many partners, a carousel, like, I don't know, I'd have just listed them all and blast them all on the page, mate. So it looks like you've got some clout there.
Yeah.
Because all I'm seeing is 4, unless you're scrolling on a
all right,
laptop.
I'll send him a DM and say, Geordie says.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
well, you know fine well, if you had the JED partners on a carousel, it just wouldn't lack the same impact as having the infographic with the 40 in your face. You know what I mean?
But
have you guys looked at Agoda?
Yes, sure did.
It says that it's just they cater to the Asian Pacific market.
Yeah, so booking.com is huge. It's like I said, it's 2 times bigger than Airbnb in terms of revenue. Yeah, Airbnb is like
it could just open the door to booking.com because it's just Agoda, right? Which is a daughter company of booking.com.
Yeah. So are we saying what booking.com's revenues double Airbnb or Agoda? Booking. Cool. So what is Agoda sales revenue here? Annual revenue of the Agoda app is around $760 million. That's pretty hefty. But Shahaf says it's less feasible in the near term, right? So it's based on, I think this is something about based on the economic climate or something like that. It kind of feels like Agoda just don't have the OPEX to actually invest in something right now. So maybe it'll be in next year's planning or something like that. But it's clearly being taken pretty seriously, and you don't disclose it publicly if you're not pretty sure about it.
We want clarification on that one because we're greedy and we want to know what that means.
Well, so Agoda is not just for like booking hotels and stuff. It runs the same kind of thing as Airbnb, where you can rent people's houses or lodges or whatever. I just realized that now. I thought that it was just a hotel website, but it's an Airbnb type of website as well as hotels. That's interesting.
Resorts, hostels. Check out our rates on 2 million properties worldwide. Yeah, it's still a heavy hitter.
Mm-hmm.
It's the perfect customer for a PPN, right?
Yeah. Exactly. You make it big on there, and all of their own partners will be looking. The competition will be looking. Everyone will be looking. So we get it right on this, and we're laughing.
When you look at all the discount travel sites, it's like they're all running the same engine, right? Have you noticed that? Have you done any of that?
Yeah. Yeah. You, the same sort of like you have your sponsored listings, and then you have your normal listings, and then they all
just
look
how
the same. Yeah, they got the same
and their
sort of
search
data.
engine and everything. It all is very similar, right? So you got to wonder how many of them are just come say hi. These guys are Lottie. What are you doing? They're all in bed together. It looks like, right? It looks like they're all using the same infrastructure.
Yeah, it does to me. A lot of them, yeah.
Imagine, I mean, this is pure hopium, but imagine you nail a Goda and then you nail it and scale it to booking.com.
You nearly said a gate. You nearly said a Gator, and I'm sure that's a site that you frequently visit, isn't it?
Yes.
But I mean, if you're going to do it for a Goda, like it would be, to me, it just would be for everybody. Because why would it only be, a couple of them? And what was it?
Yeah.
And what was it? Booking.com before was like Trivago, or what was it? Do you guys remember?
Oh, I don't know.
You'll remember the jingle. Where is that?
I like Jan's idea. This is called Cody and Cocktails, is what we're going to call this.
That's not his idea. That's my idea.
It's his idea.
Everybody's just taking credit for my stuff lately. That's fine. I'm cool with it.
Oh, yeah. I saw those pictures.
Priceline.com.
Hey, did you see that awesome picture I did of like
I can mute you.
The clouds.
I can mute you all.
My name's Unsplash. My name's Unsplash.
By Coti Canuck on like the guy sitting with the charts faded in the background with some sort of weird faded Coti logo. I saw that. Yeah.
5 speakers, 5 assholes. Very nice. Do you guys remember Priceline.com though? That was huge. That's booking now.
Yeah, I remember that.
All right. Nope, don't remember.
Was that back in the 50s?
Yeah, .com back in the 50s. Really? Priceline was huge, man. They were like
so aggressive today. So aggressive today.
Me. That's what happens when you get abused by your friends. You start to lash out.
Wow, no one's dropped the F.
Look at this. Look at this.
Oh,
friends.
Oh, friends. Twitter friend.
I'm gonna rug the space if I keep getting treated this way. Thank you, Canuck, for recognizing my great idea. So see what you've done now with boring participants.
Bro, you called us dry, and now you're just getting wet.
Oh, I didn't call you dry. I said the room is dry. It's like you guys are scared of something today. Have another drink.
It's not a bad idea, that, you know.
Yeah, I might go grab a beer.
Yeah, I'm going to go get another one.
Vodka.
Who said vodka?
Me. Geordie.
So you too?
Or Geordie, whatever.
I thought you were a pints guy.
Yeah, I'm going to have a vodka. No, I'm not a pints guy. I drink cider or vodka, but can't handle beer.
Play a drinking game. Every time Geordie starts talking about biscuits, we all take a drink.
I was making fun of myself with my wife about a week ago, saying that we could have a drink. We could have a drinking game every time Matt says either like or right, because it's bad. No, it's really bad. I can't help myself. Okay, here we go. I'm going to start inviting everybody to speak because you guys are just being boring.
We need to get more drinks in us, I was late. I was rushing down here. I didn't get a chance to like prime up, you know.
Oh God! I tell you what, we haven't touched on. In my opinion, the biggest one, which is the pilot with the major Israeli bank on a shekel pegged stablecoin. That one would be, that to me is the biggest by far.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be immense.
Yeah,
absolutely immense.
That will get the most. That'll do the most mileage for sure.
Yeah, if they're paying in native Coti, the APY would be a bit nice, like, wouldn't it?
So which bank did you think that was, Ship?
I don't know. I think that's you're just kind of shooting in the dark, aren't you? I looked at the top 10 and just, I mean, it could be any, right? But he said as well, I noticed there was a few more little golden nuggets in the article Coti put out about the video that weren't in the video. So they had the IT outsourcing firm in the US, and I did some digging on Mr. Panasenko on LinkedIn, the companies he follows, and he just followed a company called, I think it was like BCS Software, which is an IT outsourcing company in the US, and I mean they're massive, so that could be big. But they also mention in the article a Middle Eastern bank, so but they're making moves. But I think a lot of these things are going to take time, so they're going to have to be a bit patient.
There's another connection for BCS Software, but I can't place it right now. I think somebody used to work there.
Yeah, there was you can see I'm the stalker, but there was a freelance like engineer or something that was used. They worked with Coti for about 8 months.
There you go.
Geordie and a few other things, yeah, and they used to work
there
with
you go.
BCS. I got too much free time.
This is what it's all about, though. But you're right. I kind of forgot about that. And when I heard that, whenever you hear Coti working for or with anybody from, North America in general, I get excited, right? So oh man, you guys, I asked you all to come and speak and they all denied us.
Oh, we've got no list. There must be
Milo
someone.
Talk.
RCD came last time. He should come back up.
Yeah. Where's the pasta?
Canuck's having trouble again.
Yep. He needs to stop drowning his mic then. Or take off his welding mask.
So when do we play the trivia game? Guess Geordie's real name.
But never. You're not gonna dox me.
I don't profess to know it.
I have hacked for that. There's plenty of hacks for that. I do worry that someone's just going to end up finding me. Yeah.
And then what?
I used to dare my friends at work who are in IT to find me, and they did. So it was a good prerequisite to you guys trying to find me. So
yeah, but what's going to happen, really?
Nothing really. But yeah, I mean, I'm just on enough hacks now. Like, you got like the Simplex hack, you've got password manager hacks, and God knows what.
That Ledger one was brutal.
Yeah, I'm on. I wasn't on that one, I don't think.
Twice.
Oh yeah, I know of other Coti people who were, but I think I bought Ledger many years ago before the hack, so I think the whole thing wasn't leaked. I think it was just a few years worth.
Yeah, I think it was 6 months that they hold their info for.
Yeah.
And it was, I thought I was going to be clean, but I wasn't. That was a real pain in the butt, man. I was getting calls constantly from all over from your guy's neck of the woods constantly.
Yeah. Like London numbers?
From Leeds, mostly. Where's that?
Leeds.
All the scam calls get routed through Leeds. I don't know what that's about.
It was crazy. It was coming up in my phone constantly. And that was right around Christmas time, wasn't it? So like it was brutal, man. Yeah. I deactivated my number for a time because it was just driving me nuts.
Wow. Do they not just like do they not start getting registered by the carriers as spam after a little while? They usually do, don't they? I think my carrier, I'm not going to say who it is, but because you know why. I'll have a SIM swap next tomorrow when I'm asleep or something. But yeah, my carrier's quite decent. Like they've got their own spam box, and I just find loads of texts in there. People trying to 300% my money in that. But I can do that myself. Why would I need anyone else?
See, RCD Flip is into the speakers gallery. So how's it going, RCD?
I'm just listening. I'm getting gas right now. I'll speak in a few after I get gas. I'm just listening in for now.
No worries, man. No worries.
I think that's illegal in Canada to be on your phone and pump gas.
Yeah. Yeah. I've done it once and they came over the tannoy really angry at me.
That's why I'm not in Canada.
That's the reason?
Yeah. Just walking around the forecourt with his big bloody phone out.
What kind of gas do you put in a Ferrari?
Do what I want.
RCD. You're gonna get ignored now.
Yeah, he's pumping his gas, man. Leave the lad alone. Anyway, where's that the one with the losing football team? Is he still here?
He dropped down to listeners. I tried to bring him back
up. Handle the heat. Drop down like his team.
There you go.
Unlucky lad. Come back
so
up.
Who's trying to get into stage 2 of the campaign? Well, not.
Oh no.
I don't mean trying, but I mean who's going in with stables.
I don't get why. I can't remember. Someone said something the other day, like why if you've got a Viper wallet. Because is it something like the allocation was a lot higher for the native, so there was no point if you had a Viper wallet, you may as well just go into the native because you'd end up better off with an allocation than if you'd done the second one. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because you would have you'd have stake and reward as well, wouldn't you? So it just totally makes sense to stay Viper.
Yeah.
This next lot is just about getting some more adoption and more eyes on the network, I think, from people who may not have looked at us before. That makes a lot of sense.
To me, it's
so
testing.
This one is now. The next one is if you have a Viper wallet, but you also have ERC20 and stables, or is this one? I can't remember. Or is this one if you don't have a Viper wallet?
This is Viper with MetaMask connectivity. Yeah. So it's still for Viper. Yeah. The third one is the exchange-based non-Viper holders.
Yeah. I think the exchange one's cool. Gonna. I think whatever they do, it's just gonna. I think you're just gonna have people moaning regardless.
But do you not have some Are you guys not interested in seeing how much? Couldn't the allocation for the ERC20 campaign be massive?
I did think that because I thought there was a lot of if no one goes for it or not no one, but if a lot of people go for it, and then you suddenly buy a decent bag of ERC20 and drop it in, your allocation of Coti would be decent. Okay, you wouldn't get the other rewards, but you could get a decent batch of that.
See, that's what I'm very curious of. because you're sharing from the pool, right? And potentially, that allocation could be far greater. Because if a lot of people are thinking, well, no, I already did it all on, native, I'm not going to do that. And then let's say people only lock up like 50 million through the ERC 20 campaign, that allocation will be insane. It'll be huge. Because the allocation is smaller, a little bit smaller, but I expect the deposits to be way smaller. So the allocation will likely be greater.
What's the allocation? Is it about 30?
Yeah, I think it's 35. I'm going to pull it up.
Yeah, that is the only way I'll become interested in it, is if actually it looks like nobody really cares.
Yeah, it might be worthwhile chucking a decent bag at it if you are.
Yeah.
Even if you haven't done like 180 days on it, keep your main one on 360 in the native, but have a one on 180, because then at least you'll probably get the same. You could potentially get the same rewards on a 180 ERC 20 as you would a 360 native.
Yeah.
If the numbers add up.
Yeah. So under 100 million deposited is 45 million. And soft cap of over, like if it's over the soft cap of 100, it's 55. I'd be surprised if it goes over 100 million, right?
Is that 100 million all, or just 100 million ERC Coti?
100 million
Are they combining the three totals?
100 million ERC anything. So Coti or Stables.
So in dollars or?
Yeah.
I think it's 100 million tokens.
Right,
so they're just going to combine the three together.
I get what you're saying. Good point. I just thought it was... Well, they show a little Coti logo beside it. That's interesting. Never thought of that. I just thought it was token straight up, but I can see why that would be. Huh. That's a really good question. We need answers.
Is Shahaf available right now?
I think he's probably sleeping.
Someone wake him up.
He's probably in the gym looking at his picture that Paddy was flashing around. So, I mean, I nearly got a twinge myself.
Oh boy,
aubergine's coming out.
A twinge. That's a good one. Why have I never I never thought of that question. I'm looking through all the fine print right now.
It'll be hidden somewhere, tucked away. Size 2 ton.
100 million what exactly?
Has there been any word on if there's any early bird on this one?
There's not. I asked Vlad. It was only on a native.
And see, that's strange because when you look at the program, it says it says 100 million G-Coti early birds bonus. It also says it's live.
Sounds like I know.
Wait. It also says it's live, which is not correct. What is going on here? Oh my God, I got fished. Look at that, guys. Yeah.
Have you lost all your
I didn't log into it, but I was on the first ad. Wow. Unreal. My first result in my search is cotti.io.
Oh, jeez, that's scary.
Terrifying. I typed in treasury.coti.io and then I got rerouted to a results page with Coti airdrop as the first result, cotti.io.
There'll be a lot that go for that as well. There's a lot of people that don't read anything.
I am sweating right now. That just, wow.
So that's not coming up for me. What did you type in?
Treasury.coti.io, but it sent me to a results page, and it was the first result, and it's cotti.io.
Not coming up for me.
Tracy's using a dodgy connection.
Wow.
Are you using a VPN?
Yes, sir.
Tracy?
Yes, sir. Yes, I am.
What country?
Ooh, good question. Let me see. I might still be on UK, actually.
Dodgy UK people. That's what it is.
Yeah, I'm still surfing through the UK right now.
I cannot find it at all.
No, neither can I.
I'm even searching for Treasury Coti with 2 T's, and I'm not finding it.
Treasury.cotti.io. I don't even want to go back to the site. You know what I mean?
Log into it, see what happens.
Log in? All right.
I see it.
Okay, let's see.
I see it.
Let's see what happens.
Enter your secret key.
It didn't even click until I saw it was live.
My antivirus says it's safe. I don't believe it.
Yeah. Mine doesn't catch it.
Did you double tap the T when you typed it? Is that how you found it?
No, like I said, I
searched for 1 T.
Yeah. I typed in treasury.coti.io, and instead I got a results page.
Okay, then.
I see it now. I don't want to click on it. Then.
No, I'm not clicking on it either.
This is all too familiar to me.
Yeah.
I mean, we probably want to flag that. That's really bad.
Because I'm like, I would have never gotten that far if I was not talking to you guys, right? It's because I was trying to do this somewhat distracted. Holy moly, man. I am just like,
It's always our fault. Always our fault.
Yeah, it has even this link is safe from my
So is it just like when you go on it, is it just literally like a mirror of the Treasury page?
No, it's a little bit different.
Obviously an unofficial
it's a little bit different because this is I'm assuming it has MetaMask connectivity, so it looks the same, but it's a tiny bit different.
Yeah. So those people that don't pay attention, mainly in Telegram, are probably going to have issues there.
View site report.
Who would fall for this kind of crap? Unbelievable, right?
Who enters all their details? Who would do that?
I am humbled right now, man.
Morons.
Holy cow.
Enter your seed phrase to get the airdrop.
Well, this is set up to connect, right? Web3 wallet. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Taking some screenshots here.
Yeah, I couldn't find out how to report it. I'm an amateur at this.
Wow.
But we will let everyone know.
Imagine getting hacked.
You have to get Coti to report. Coti will report it, right? Because that's what happened with Eternal. Eternal, you have to report it to Eternal, and then Eternal files for something to.
Yeah. What you can also do is do a whois search on it, and find the registrar, and there's usually an abuse email address or an abuse link, and you can report the domain. So at least the domain gets shut down. So technically, that'll can that operation.
So what did I miss when I was gone? I had to go put out a fire with my crazy ass kids.
What did you miss in the space? Oh, nothing.
Yeah.
We were just getting started. They were talking about football, like their football. They're talking about soccer.
But it's football. It's not soccer.
So Cody wants to do price. Are you like price predictions for 23? Is that what you're asking for, Cody? In my DM there? Yeah, PTs.
What about Coti as well?
That's juicy.
Because I had a little look and I was like, what's the best? Where's the benchmark for this? Like, what do we compare this against? So naturally, I looked at Govie relative to CBI, and it's actually more.
What do you mean more?
Well, unless I'm being hang on, let me Google this to make sure I'm not talking crap. But basically, I mean, do we think Coti can be worth more than Coti?
No.
I mean, sure, yeah. Yes.
The thing is,
would be great. I think
it depends on the circulating supply. What I would do is look for like the market cap that you think it's going to hit. And if we look at Govie, but that's a whole platform, wasn't just a governance token, if you like. It was sort of like the token for the whole thing, wasn't it? Which is, I think, is slightly different. So I was thinking less than the Govie airdrop, but not much less. And yeah, I think I mentioned about 15 million, but I think that was a bit rich. Maybe it's, but maybe it isn't. It depends how much hype's on it. So if you go for a 15 million market cap and then divide it by the circulating supply at launch, then you'll probably get between 10 cents and 15 cents, won't you?
Yeah.
It should be quite good because it obviously circulating supply is not going to be that high when it goes on the exchange because they're keeping a majority back for what were the percentages for distribution?
We'll have to have a look at it again.
Numbers. What do you mean? As in, like the fully diluted value, how much is going to be circulating?
Yeah.
By the time you get it, I think there's 100 million circulating by the time we get our lock period. By the time that 360 days finishes, and that's obviously 100 million of 1 billion, so 10%.
Yeah, 10%. So $15 million minimum for Coti. Is that what we're saying? Did anyone work out yet how much we're going to get per? I know they haven't posted the official thing on the Treasury of your drop amount, but did anyone work out roughly what it is per amount deposited?
Well, I think
there's a lot of numbers flying around the Telegram.
There's 360 million locked up, and there's 55 million up for grabs, right?
And 84% of it is at 400%.
Okay.
Like you'd have to do all those percentages.
Can we let Canuck work it out?
I have a paper on this somewhere.
Someone's bound to have made a spreadsheet.
Where's Stefanos? He was supposed
to
be here.
He's never here.
He said he'd be here. Okay.
He's probably playing with bots.
So
that's what he calls it.
Yeah.
Oh, stupid desktop. Okay.
So ignoring the 80 something % of people have locked for 360 days stuff, if you just treat it as equal, is it 15,000 Coti per 100,000 staked? That's what my quick maths pops it out.
So that would be the minimum. Plus you've got, so that would be the, I know because it will change because it would dilute from the, I guess the people that were on 180, they would get less, and then the people that are on 360 would get more.
Yeah, so that would be like if you put in 360-day lock, that would be minimum.
Yeah.
And then you've got early bird bonus if you manage to catch that, plus the slightly higher APY because you've locked in for full year.
Okay, I'm gonna crunch this while you guys talk, so don't expect anything from me.
Yeah.
But look at the screenshot that I just pinned at the top there. That's what I was looking at from the fishing site. So that's why I couldn't get, amounts, but it's $5 million on the real site. Right? 5 million? I think that's what it was.
Wow. I mean, it's identical, isn't it?
Jeez. Made a good job of it, like.
Airdrop until 13th of April, 2023. Huh?
Yeah, they've missed out on the.
They've got a time machine.
What is it they use, Geordie? They could easily copy any website with a certain tool, right? What is it?
Oh, I mean, you don't need any special stuff these days to copy websites. You just need a half an idea of. You can save the website and then deconstruct it, kind of thing. As long as no one's obfuscated the code, yeah, I'm not an expert in that. I'm not a web designer, but yeah, you could use a saved copy of the website plus inspect. And you could probably knock up a copy website like that within a day or two.
Yeah, it's crazy. Even the fonts and everything are the exact same.
It's what they've probably done is, I mean, I haven't checked it. I'm not going to check it, but what you can do is screenshot it, right, and then just cut a slice out of where the button goes to make only the button be a live element, and then you just link the button to your default sort of MetaMask connection.
Mm-hmm.
You'll connect with it, say allow the connect, and as soon as you do that and approve the contract, then bang, bye.
Yeah, as soon as you do connect and then you put in your address and stuff, then it just says, it gives you if it works the same as the Eternal one, it just gives you an error, and it says that you're putting in the wrong information.
Yeah,
but again. Really it just copied your information, and you're sitting there trying again until you realize, oh shit, I just gave them everything.
Exactly. They keep your attention on that site, so you're trying again and trying again. So then if you did put it wrong the first time, you are reduplicating the effort to say, this is my information, so that you're bound to put it in a few times. They can corroborate which one's the same 2 times over. And then while you're doing that, they've also got your attention while you're trying to do that, while they're already stealing your money. So it's dead sneaky.
It all depends on what time zone you're in and what time zone they're in, because with mine, I didn't even realize it happened, and then the next day I saw it. I think it was the next day or later on that night, and it was literally from the time that I was trying to log on, it was 5 or 6 hours later that they actually transferred the money. So if I would have thought about it, I would have been able to take everything out before they actually went and took everything. But I didn't even know about it until I tried to log back in the next day or later that night or something. But yeah, it's crazy, these pieces of shit, what they'll do.
Yeah, so lesson to anyone: if you connect to somewhere and get an error, ask around. Don't just sit there and think, oh, well, the site didn't work, I'll try tomorrow. Literally, you could have just been scammed at that point. So be careful.
And always type the address in. Don't search for it.
You could say that again.
Yeah. Yeah, we've learned that one the hard way. I mean, there's a lot of people who say, make bookmarks, careful and make them. And then you can also use your history once you've been careful. So, but just don't search. You're right. And if you do, be damn careful. Because the thing is, these days, if you search, you can have the same domains, but .io or .com or .net or .org. it's going to look right, isn't it? Pretty official domain names.
Yeah. So what's everybody drinking right now?
Got a triple vodka and Diet Coke. Oh, Pepsi Max.
Triple?
Triple.
Yeah.
Baby, you're ready to rock and roll, eh?
Oh, yeah. You either go hard or go home, didn't you? So that's a Geordie thing.
I'm drinking a midnight lager from Side Launch Brewing Company in Collingwood, Ontario. I did not dox myself because I do not live there.
That's pretty...
Every time I say my nickname, I dox myself. Like, Geordie, you're from Newcastle? I was like, damn!
Hey, you ever watch Geordie Shore?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
Is it
well,
like...
Of course.
Is that legit the lifestyle there?
No. I mean, it's dramatic. What do you call it? Dramaticized. Is that a word?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's... but, yeah, and when you go on the town, you go to have a good time, but yeah, it's a bit over the top. These people that they get on these shows, they make sure that they are just off their heads, not normal people. So,
yep.
If they put
you
me
should
on the
be
show,
on that show then.
Nah.
And Simon.
They'd be bored. They'd turn off. He'd be stroking his dog. I'd be watching Newcastle United.
Where did he go? Why is he not talking? Everybody left. It's just you and I, man.
Oh, man.
This is not good.
I know.
We need Tracer. He's the one that keeps the conversations going. Oh, thank God he's
I'm
back.
trying to crunch these numbers. It's not easy. I'm going to take a break from it. I'm getting close now, though.
Man.
You know that Geordie and I can't run the show.
Where is Lottie? I'm sick of his garbage, man.
He's stroking his dog.
Oh, well, then.
You're all so needy. Jeez.
There he is. Hey.
There he is. Good boy.
To come on before you all start crying.
I need to look at my screen to know who's talking sometimes. Like, if the person with that accent is talking smart, I know it's Ship. And if the person with that accent is being a sassy bitch, I know it's Lottie. But beyond that, if it's just short, bursts, I have trouble, knowing who's talking.
Yeah, I get you.
Oh, boy.
That's racist, though, kind of.
That is. Just
it is
blanket us all, why don't you? Blanket us all.
I would like you to explain to me how it's racist.
You are a reversed racist, okay? And we don't stand for that
here. Saying
reverse
racist is racist.
You all sound the same.
You're privileged.
Go back to your jet.
It wasn't mine.
It was Swoops.
On your bougie holiday.
I don't like that word. I don't like
God. There's a lot of words you don't like.
Mr. I paid extra to stay a few nights.
Oh, I had to. There was no way I was leaving that place. I was having the time of my life.
He sold all of his Coti so that he could stay.
That's why he hasn't done the giveaway
yet. If you guys want to know, for real, I actually pulled out a bunch of VRA to stay longer, and that's the truth.
God.
Oh, wow. Are you feeling okay?
Yeah, I feel great about it.
Well,
did you buy the top and sell the bottom then? Is that what you've done?
No,
normal.
No.
Your normal style,
actually, I somewhat proved to Ship that I nailed the bottom on VRA.
Don't remember that.
Yeah, right.
It didn't happen.
Nailed it. Like
he just sent me a picture with like the little comment like bought here. Just happened to be the bottom.
No, I gave you a better screenshot than that.
He drew his own arrow.
Yeah. I shilled copy the cornucopias at the bottom. I was quite chuffed with that on my Twitter. I was like, this is looking good. It's a metaverse at 8 million market cap. And I was like, yeah, that was me.
I can't believe you all diversify. You Judases.
It's all right if we see it, but if you see it,
Yeah,
you get
if I
annihilated.
say all hell breaks loose, I'm the worst person in the world. How dare I?
Humper dumper.
Yeah.
Humper dumper, Lottie. That's what we're going to call you.
Pump and dump. That was last weekend.
That was Canuck sweat. No.
That was with the gluten kid.
You know what I want to know? I want to know why anybody is listening to this. Because I'm not
alpha.
even having fun.
All about the alpha.
Yeah. I think we should do a vote right now. All listeners, are you entertained or is this boring AF? Entertained,
so
thumbs
many
up.
Down.
Boring AF, thumbs down.
Yeah.
RCD.
Yeah.
RCD is biased, so.
Have we answered a single question?
We're going to do that.
Okay, RCD's the only person that said, okay, Cody and RCD say thumbs up. Everybody else, they're actually not listening. They're just in here to give us audience numbers.
There's Merlin.
Freddie
Merlin's
says,
going to come talk to us. I hope.
Give us some
Crypto
wisdom.
Merlin. I've been following this guy from the start of when I started getting into Cody.
That's called stalker.
Yeah. I stalk everybody.
So I tried really hard to get Mahoney to come on tonight.
Oh, that guy.
Because
that would have been sick.
And I promised to let him talk. And he's not here.
God.
But the funny thing is he could be here. Because that guy, that guy's got more than one account. Right?
He's probably just sat there watching the washing machine.
Are you going to come talk to us, Merlin? Because we'd love to hear from you. I know that Canuck is like fangirling over you being here, so you should probably come.
Gotta hear from you.
And anybody else, if you want to come up and grab the mic, that would be super fun. Cody wants to do price predictions, so let's do those before the end of the show for Cody, because those are always fun. And
they always get us in trouble, though.
What? Yeah, that's okay.
That's okay. I always get a load of shit afterwards. It's not going to be that high. It's not going to be that low.
That's okay.
Unless I absolutely nail it, I just get a load of abuse afterwards. It's like when I say I'm diversifying.
I did nail it. It's 37 cents at the end of the year.
Has it gone up any more today, or is it still?
Oh, it's ugly today.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's back over 8 cents.
What happened?
We're mooning now.
Oh my god!
I don't know, man. This looks tragic. Absolutely tragic.
We need.
I thought we were going to bounce earlier. Like I woke up this morning and obviously it shat itself yesterday, and then went down to 8.50. And then for some reason I woke up this morning. I was like, and then it went up to on my Binance. It's nearly back to 10 cents, and then. I checked about 4 times throughout the day, and every time I checked, it just gone lower and lower and lower and lower. I stopped checking.
Well, I don't think Lottie's been posting very many emojis lately.
No, I've been reserved. I've been busy. It takes me about 4 days to catch up with Telegram.
Come on, Merlin. Use a voice changer if you have to. Come talk to us. We're nice people.
As long as you're not English, otherwise you'll get mistaken for me and Ship. we all sound English. The same over here on this island.
People will never mistake me and Tracer, even though we're both Canadian, because I sound like fucking Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh.
Why do you say that? I don't get that. I don't understand why you say that.
Do you just talk through your nose, or is it? Do you actually
Where's my tail? I can't find my tail.
I can't find my crypto.
Fucking hackers took
it. Someone's got my C3.
Somebody's going to be asking me to delete this one.
Too soon.
There's quite a few questions. Tracy, you're normally on the questions.
Okay, let's go.
There's about 10 questions.
Let's get serious here.
Quick fire round.
let's get serious. Do you want us to tell you a
Got
joke?
no mic. Freddie, Team 40's got no mic. Team 40, what is that a reference to? I wonder.
He's asked about 19 questions and you haven't answered them.
Okay, well, I'm going to go top to bottom here, so it's going to be backwards. Let's do this. Do you guys think that there will be massive...
It's logical.
Do you guys think that there will be massive selling pressure after the 360-day lock ends? Because 300 million, I think it's like, 340 or something like that. Cody, get unlocked. I guess it's 30. What was it? 302. 302 million. Cody will get unlocked after the 360 days.
Yes and no.
Great answer.
We're here for the alpha.
Up or down.
No, I think depends on the market, because if Coti's doing what they say they're going to do and the market's at a decent place, I think you'd be stupid to sell. I mean, I think the rewards, a lot of people will sell their rewards along the way, and some might accumulate it until the end and then sell them. But it depends. I mean, if the market's sort of just mellowing and just sort of chilling and not going super high, I think it could cause issues, because people will go, well, actually, it's higher than when I locked in. So you obviously technically be in profit if you caught it right. But if it's on its way up and I don't know, imagine price scenario in 360 days is at 50 cents and there's rumors and talks about that's when certain, I don't know, Jed 1.3 is going to go ahead and enterprises are starting to do what they're going to do. I don't think people would sell.
I think we're going to see the that temperamental, that's the wrong word, but that panic sell right in the beginning. And I think it's going to level off within the week. I'm not really concerned that it's just going to dump, because if you look at how many tokens, we only added about 40 million tokens for this campaign, right? So
yeah, it was all migrations,
right? So how much? Let's say double what we added. So let's say 80 million dumps. It's still it'll even out within a couple days, won't it? I mean,
yeah, I think, but like you say, prior to the if it's, I don't know, say it's on a Tuesday or a Monday, prior to that, the week leading up to that, I think there will be a lot of fun and a lot of nervous people. So I think a lot of people would sell because they're it's gonna dump.
Yeah, I think I don't think if it happens, it's not going to take long, because it's such a known event. Everybody who's a buyer and is waiting for a Coti a bit lower is going to be looking at that date, and I think a lot of buy orders are going to be 10 to 20% lower down than where it is on that day. I don't think it lasts long. I mean, even if you look at even Arbitrum has just had that massive airdrop. I mean, it took maybe a week, 2 weeks for it to really find a floor and then find an all-time high again. So these things don't take a long time to play out.
I kind of agree with what you guys are saying, in the fact that I think we're going to see more of a shakeout front running the unlock.
Yeah.
I think that might be a little bit brutal.
I'd be quite nervous, not nervous, but I'd 99% pretty much everyone in here done it on the first day. But obviously where it was a 2-week period, if I was locked in, if I'd done 360 and then after a week of the campaign beginning, you're technically a week lagging behind. So you could that I'd be a bit more nervous then, because obviously you can see on your main bit, you can see your unlock time, so you can see when it obviously goes back live. So potentially if you were in before everyone else, you will have that advantage.
Yeah, it's
if you do want to sell.
Maybe if everyone's not unlocking exactly at the same time, I haven't sort of researched that bit, but remember the Bitcoin halving is April 2024. So think about that.
How could we forget?
absolutely on the money is probably the Bitcoin halving is right around the corner when we do unlock. So I agree. It depends on the macro. If there's 100 million in volume, like over 100 million in volume, I think it'll just get swallowed when people try and sell. However, if the volume's like 6 million, then we'll have a bit more of an issue. Just need to get Lottie doing some tweets right before the unlock.
Yeah,
right.
I'll warm up.
Generate some exit liquidity.
Yeah.
And boom, I'm only joking.
Just bought 8 million Coti.
Green candles.
So I'm gonna butcher this name, but DN Arturo, right, has a question here about looking up addresses for Shen rewards. Okay. 3 words, 3 letters, VPN. That's all you need. So I'm just going to put that out there. I constantly avoid this question because I don't want to go to jail because VPNs are going to be illegal in everywhere soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can fully interact with Jed with a VPN. So there you go. When is it going to be live in terms of, not geo-fenced? I'm not sure, but probably 1.2. I know they were trying to make that happen sooner, but I'm starting to wonder if that isn't getting pushed. Anybody disagree with me there or have anything to add?
Nothing to add.
No. Nothing to add. No, I'm just on jed.xyz at the minute, putting my address in and seeing how many snapshots haven't been distributed yet. But
no, there was like 5 or 6 that hadn't been distributed, but they've done like a bulk. Like I think they did 3.
Yeah. It's up to Epoch 404. Yeah. We haven't had 404 yet. So what are we on now? Epoch
406.
I don't know. Where does it tell you? Epochs, Cardano Explorer. I'll have a look.
It tells you on the Jed website.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
I was. Oh yeah, we're up to 407 even.
407.
So yeah. There's a 407. Oh, we're only a little bit behind. That's cool.
I think I answered that question for somebody who's not even here anymore.
I did think that. I was looking through and I was like, I don't think they're here.
Oops. Question from Freddie. Wouldn't the APY rise rapidly if we get adoption from big companies?
Yes.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, if they're paying all their fees in Coti and they're getting funneled back to the treasury, that would be pretty sweet. I think the treasury
APY.
Yeah. I think people complaining about the treasury APY right now, I think, first of all, I think what we're getting right now, considering the volume, is generous.
Yeah.
But, if people start using this, especially as a layer 1, when we're talking about Coti V2, just could be huge for treasury stakers. And I assume by then, our TVL could be higher than our market cap with everything else we're allowing to lock up in the treasury.
Do you think the APY will change if the price goes to a certain amount?
You're saying that... Sorry, go ahead, Geordie.
I've always thought, right, that in the back of my mind, I worry that when the price of Coti starts to shoot with the next bull run, that the APY will get decimated. But I have got no proof or no thought behind why that is. Like, I just think
it just doesn't seem sustainable. That at the moment it's like that they even if what they're generating obviously goes to a certain amount, I don't know how the APY is constructed with regards to, is it done on the price basis of what the token is worth? So that's how much they can afford to give out as per the percentage, or so for example, if Coti went to, if it doubled, would the APY half because that's how much they can afford to put into the pool?
So I don't know this, but the way I view it is I don't think the Coti team decide based on price, etc., what rewards they're happy to give people. I thought in my head, at least, it comes from it's fees paid to the network as a number of Coti, and then the APY is a division of the fees as a percentage of what's in the treasury. So if that makes sense to me, price is totally exogenous. Like I don't think it informs the APY at all. I think it's based on a Coti number of Cotis paid in fees versus Coti in the treasury.
Okay, so Canuck, what is going on with your mic? Is that you doing that? Pretty sure it is. I see you flashing.
Doing what?
Spoken like a true innocent man.
Your mic is it's distorting it. It's like pulsating.
Sorry, my phone was dying and I had to plug in my phone, so now it's just running like speaker. I'm on a speaker setting.
Oh, well, maybe mute if you're not talking because you are distorting the space. Not to be a jerk or anything.
You're ruining it.
But I like to be disruptive.
So I have anybody who needs it. I have Canuck's SMS number now.
I have yours.
Not the whole thing.
I can still send you a text.
Still?
I haven't checked it.
I'm not bound to that anymore, am I?
That was scary. That. I was like, who is this guy? Uses a Labrador as their smoke screen. Golden Retriever.
You think he's a bad person?
I don't know. He's from down south, so could well be.
You think he's a hack?
He probably steals catalytic converters in his spare time with his little gang.
I've got to go and change my new website that I just made earlier now, apparently.
What, your COTTI website?
Yeah, COTTI. Someone called my bluff on that one.
That's scary, though. I wonder how many people have gotten trapped by that one.
Yeah, especially because you know what it's like when you like in the Telegram. There are people that are literally just interested in the airdrop. They don't really care what the token is, what's behind it or anything. They just want free stuff. So you can imagine people do literally just search engine, I don't know, G-Coti airdrop, and that you can guarantee that would come up. And I bet there would be people that would click it and just put their details because they think, oh, it's free G-Coti.
Yeah.
Tracer, did you get my text message?
Yes, sir. But that's I don't have that anymore, sir.
You don't?
No.
Unbelievable.
I gave it to him.
Oh,
because he was making me feel bad.
You gave him your number.
What a loser.
So you accidentally get fished. You give people your mobile number. Do you just why don't you just send them your crypto as well? You might as well get it all over with.
I run a charity account, okay, asshole?
A charity account?
Yeah, I just give away everything I let. No, we're trying to get Lottie's mom in here.
She's busy.
She's got it going on.
Tell us about your real mom, though. Is she a nice lady?
Her name's Tracy. We know that.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, my goodness. No, but, tell us about your real mom. Is she a nice lady?
I'm not telling you about my real fucking mother.
Why?
She's lovely.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's gonna be. She raised a butte with Lottie, didn't she?
Does she look anything like that picture?
Does she wear thongs or proper
Does
underwear?
my mum look like a fucking golden retriever? No, she doesn't. Funnily enough. This might come as a great shock to you, but my mum doesn't look like a fucking golden retriever.
You are really sassy today.
Does she give paws a high five?
Maybe we should move away from this content because
he's on. Canuck takes you right to the edge, man. That's what he is. That's what he does.
So does his wife.
So does
that's her specialty is edging.
I'm getting nervous.
Is that when you like nearly miss the edge of your sofa? Is that what that is?
Oh yes. Thanks for taking it down to PG.
Phew.
So if anybody wants to come and rescue us from this terrible conversation, please do so.
Hey, do you remember when we all zoomed, we all tuned into Cardano over coffee, and we were like, "Wow, these guys are too loose."
That is now us.
Look what's happened.
Unfortunately,
I was nervous for our Lord Master, but
our Lord Master.
For the person who was the guest of that show.
The half.
The half.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But have we got any more questions?
Minnesota Aries, I haven't heard anything from you in a while. You got anything?
I can't see him as a speaker anymore. There we go. Here he comes.
Me? Oh no, it's not him. Someone blocked me. I get blocked by a lot of people.
No, I got nothing. You got you. How can I top what you guys have just been doing? Can't beat that.
So you're
Would you like to ask
enjoying
any questions about my mum?
No.
You can't.
I don't even want to know what.
You can't beat her either.
I don't want to know what edging is.
Have you?
Google it.
Are you? I'm gonna ask a serious question, you guys. Are you mining fiat right now?
I am.
Yeah,
I'm mining.
And how's that going?
It's going pretty good. Yeah.
Google edging on your work PC.
No, don't.
He can't. He's driving.
Is that with two D's?
Capital E.
Well, as many as you want.
Hey, serious question. Hey, I didn't read the fine print. Are the airdrops going to happen all on the same day for all three stages? Or are they going to be coming out in stages, the airdrop?
I think the first two are coming out on June 1st. I don't know about the
first
third.
Two. Native and ERC20s are saying June 1st, then the other ones are waiting.
And another thing that got buried in one of the updates was that we'll be able to start applying those tokens for an APY boost mid-June has been confirmed now.
Oh, it has. I asked Prince about that because I said it's a bit.
Where do you?
I was trying to work it out because if you lock in for 360, technically you're only getting like 9-10 months of actual APY boost.
Where'd you get that?
Which is even worse if you're 180 days.
Where'd you get that information?
Where did I get that information? I think that was in the summary for it was in the update with the ERC20 tutorial video.
Oh, that with just what's his name speaking, no person in the video.
Yeah, but it was in the Medium article. It was either that one or the one that preceded it about the summary of what happened with the native campaign.
Okay, all right.
I'll pull that up right now. Oh, as I close it. But
any one more thing? Anything else on the exchange that the exchange base will be coming out on? Finance, Coinbase, Kraken.
Well, we've only been speculating on that. There
That's
hasn't been any official.
What's the consensus speculation?
Well, so I don't think we have a consensus, but I'm going with KuCoin. I mean, Coti launched on KuCoin. Coti supported Govy, or KuCoin supported Govy right away.
Yeah.
So it would just kind of fit the.
Well, that brings back memories.
Yeah,
that was my first bag, came from KuCoin.
Yeah, KuCoin also did a few staking drops like over the years as well. So
yeah, I remember that.
I remember some really lucrative ones at the start of my journey with KuCoin. So yeah, it's most likely to be them. I would agree. So, but I hope it's Binance, like to take the eyes and bring fresh eyes in.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'm looking for where I saw that.
Did you see it on your dodgy website again?
Yeah, probably. No, that was the first time I had been on it. But I did see in an article it was mid-June.
Yeah, Tracer, weren't you the one that got hacked? They took all your Coti?
No.
Who was that?
No, that was EO.
Oh, that was
EO.
It was my Ada, not my Coti. It was my Cardano.
Sorry.
How long ago was that now? Was that a year?
No, that was back in like October, September, October.
That was about.
How long I've been talking to you?
Hey, you guys want to talk about that bullshit poll that went around Twitter the other day? So, Tracer and SM20 decided they were going to collude and make this fake ass poll, and then SM20 DM'd everybody and told them he was going to give everybody blowjobs if they vote for him.
It was a busy day that day, I tell you.
Just so you guys know, this space is getting nuked at the end of the night. So just let's keep it going. But that's I'm drawing the line right there. The BJs. That's where it's done.
No more BJs, guys.
Good thing that Shahaf's here in his alt account. I can see down there.
Top two.
No, I'm actually against Lottie because he has more followers than me. So I don't want him to go mainnet.
Yeah, that's how we won.
Just tweet every 20. Just tweet every 20 minutes and you'll catch him up.
Yeah, that's all you got to do.
Well, you know, like another reason why I don't like Lottie is he'll help everybody else get followers, but he's never given me a shout out. Like, hey, follow Tracer. He's a nice guy. Not once.
I don't think I've got one either, have I?
See, because he's threatened by Canadians.
Oh, that's what it is.
I can never tell who's who with you guys, so I can do it.
As if. That's garbage.
He's a fat penguin.
Yeah.
And I'm a Canadian flag.
And he sounds like Eeyore.
Yeah.
Apparently.
I'll do you both the tweet.
Sketchy website.
It costs you that. It's 500 Coti per tweet. It's a business.
What is Geordie's real name?
Oh, but stop asking Chat.
What do you guys think his real name is?
You asking ChatGPT?
I was trying to find it earlier. I think I found him on TikTok.
You didn't.
I did.
You showed us your TikTok.
You did.
Oh, have I showed you my TikTok?
Yes. You shared it in Telegram.
Oh yeah, I probably did. Can you?
He's frantically now going to Telegram.
We swordfished it.
Does it dox me?
Well, we swordfished it.
So
what's your email address linked to your TikTok?
Oh, bullshit. Oh, shit. Pardon my English.
I have to say bullshit, but I can't say blowjob? What the fuck?
Yeah. So
you're
done, bro.
Oh, God, okay.
No. The TikTok that you shared was a brand new one that you had just made. You're good.
That's okay then. I'm normally quite careful, but like I do have these lapses of concentration. So yeah. But SM20 scares me a little. He's a bit of a stalker.
Yeah.
He's
Hang on a minute, right? Ship was here telling everyone about 15 times how many he's gone through people's followers. Also, I have a look at your TikTok and I'm apparently a stalker.
Absolutely a stalker.
Well, you know what? You're famous.
You were like reeling out people's like emails and said, "Oh, I've just sent you a text message," and they're absolutely getting text
I found that pretty
messages
much where Tracer lives.
Well, I gave it to you, man. I gave you the password. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. Nice try.
Yeah, he socially hacked you. It totally count.
Yeah.
Well, I gave him the password.
It doesn't matter.
He gave me the password of the Google account, so I went into the history and I found out what device he logged into and where he was.
Holy!
Man. Tracer, you got weaknesses.
What? I shared the password with a friend. Not worried. Not worried.
Coti friends.
You guys are friends.
Are you guys making fun of me?
No.
You know what?
Do I need to rug the space?
The wavelengths.
When are we doing price predictions? When are we doing price predictions?
Is that a space with 2 C's?
Yeah, Cody's crying here. Okay.
All right, give up the prices.
Okay, so what are the parameters for this? Cody, come talk to us, man.
Yeah.
We'll give you our price prediction when you give us yours.
You got to come and talk to us and give us the parameters for this prediction. Because it's very... Oh, here we go. Now we're going to cry some more.
Come on, Simon. There you go.
Okay, Cody. Tweet in the... Tweet what the parameters are, please.
Are we going year? Are we going month? Are we going Cody? G Cody?
Speak to us in emojis, please.
Yes, emojis.
Are we
waiting to see your tweet?
Do a thumbs up if your price prediction is above $1, and a thumbs down if it's below $1 for when the 360-day lockup is over.
Is this a modern warfare lobby? Oh my god. Tweet of the night.
I think I saw the majority rules it's over $1 in a year. Wow.
That means I can sell all of my coating.
Yeah, so this is better than ChatGPT, am I right?
I remember when Cody Podcast used to actually, give a benefit to their listeners.
When is the next pod? You guys haven't done a podcast for ages. You have been slacking.
This next one's going to be a good one, at least, right?
Did you guys notice as soon as Trace got mainnet, there was no podcast ever again?
Did you guys
also disappear from Telegram? I don't know where he went from Telegram either.
I'm there. I'm a lurker. You know what was tough though? Doing 2 podcasts, knowing that I was going to be, but not being able to say anything. Playing dumb. That was tough. Geordie threatened me.
I don't threaten anyone. That's all fake news.
So we did price predictions.
Who wants to set the parameters for this?
I'll set parameters. So we'll go quick fire round. So what I'll do is I'll tell you what it is, and then you just go in order. So Tracer, then Geordie, Canuck, Ship, and then anyone else that wants to speak.
From left to right. Okay.
From left to right, yeah.
But you're gonna talk between Geordie and Canuck, right? Because you don't get off that easy.
Yeah. So yeah, once after Geordie, I'll say mine, and then once you've all finished it, I'll then say the next parameter.
Right. So where am I? Am I after Eel? I don't.
You are after Eeyore. As soon as Eeyore's finished, it's you.
RCD Flip and
you motherfucker.
Literally, just shout the names out. Someone
RCD
shout
Flip,
each
are you
name
in
out.
on this?
I'm in on it.
All right, let's go.
Right. So the first one is the price after the 360 lockup. So once the first, say March, 1st of March next year.
Of Coti.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry.
Like the week of, or like the moment that everything drops.
So from that first 360, so whoever unlocked first, once they start unlocking. So literally 360 days after the campaign started.
Jesus.
Just before
I have so many questions.
Can we just make it 359 days?
It's supposed to be fucking quick fire.
You should make it 370.
Parameters.
Wouldn't it be more fun to call
announced yet or not?
It's a good thing Simon's not our host. Jesus.
Okay.
Canuck's in the confessions chamber, isn't he? In the church. He's like,
it does sound.
He's just wound the window down to make a confession.
Okay. So I'm 37 cents at the end of the year. That's a couple months after. I expect a little bit people to front run, and I'm gonna go on just under 30 cents.
Geordie.
22.
Me, I'm going 28. Canuck.
Oh shit. I left for a minute. So wait, what is the date? 360 after the 360
How
lockup?
high are you right now, man?
March 2024. High. What's your price?
Oh.
22.69.
I'm going with 69 cents.
Ship.
Oh, boy.
I'll go 25.
So Canuck is just bullish AF.
Jesus,
I am.
I'm bearish on.
Yeah, you guys, I hope people tweet at you like so mad. You guys are so bearish. That's awful.
Well,
I think Canuck's price prediction is legit, though. I really do.
Me too.
I honestly, I don't know why you guys are so bearish on the price. That's a year from now, and the bull market will already be going at that point. So what the hell are you guys all talking about?
Because you're only making it quick fire. If we had to fucking, pardon me English, think about it, then we might have given you a better prediction, might we?
I'm a moron and I gave a proper prediction.
You just picked that number because you're sick.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a Mormon, okay?
I'm about to have my first drink because I need to start keeping up with you guys. So,
did we get RCD Flips one?
Because of the halving and hopefully more announcements to come, I'm gonna go with 95 cents.
Woo.
There we go. See, let's go.
That's better.
All these bears in here.
Anyone else listening want to type in? No.
By the way, I do think I was a bit too cautious with mine, so I don't think it will be that low. But yeah, in a bull market, man, we're talking probably 10 times what we're at now. So whatever 10 times the price is now, I'll go with that.
12 cents.
Honestly, I felt like 69 cents is low, but you guys were all so low. I thought that I'd look foolish if I went higher, but I wanted to say higher.
Yeah, I went too low. I wasn't thinking about it too much. And then you're right. The halvening plus bull market, of course, it'll be 10x. It'll be easy 10x plus the news. If the news comes out good.
I thought we were saying end of this year.
Guys, don't forget that V2 could also be right around the corner at that point. V2 is coming next year.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It was end of this year, wasn't it? So, yeah, I'm still all right with what I think.
Yeah, they said end of this year, but then you have to give them a little bit of Coti months. So,
yeah, I've been drinking. I've
had
this
one
quick
fire round has gone really well.
Okay, hold on a second here. Now I'm back from the kitchen and I have my stuff. You're talking about V2 being this year?
No, they said it would be like the end of the year or sometime early next year or something, or mid or something. But regardless,
that's been changed. We're only expected to have a light paper and plans by the end of this year. It's not going to happen till 2024, maybe 25.
Yeah. We don't all get to have dinner with Shahaf, okay, Tracer?
It's true. It's true.
Well, anyway, I still think that 69 cents is low.
I agree.
But I will stick with it to be median. Not even median, but anyway, so we're past that. What's next?
Next is I'm pouring myself a shot of tequila.
Is
tequila.
Coti price
Cabo Wabo?
On...
Yep, because it's just what I had. Sorry.
You guys shut up.
Sorry, Lottie. Sorry, Mr. Host.
I can't even mute you because I'm not even a co-host today. I'm not even you don't even make me a co-host. I'm just a fucking speaker.
You started as a co-host, but you dropped out. You failed.
Oh. Sorry, I'm busy. I'm at work.
Tracer's just salting his tongue. Keep going.
Yep. That's what he calls it anyway.
Wow.
Right on the edge.
I'm going to catch up. And then you'll all be in trouble. So just be careful, Lottie.
Right, next one. Coti price on listing.
Oh God, that's impossible. Can I not go first? This is horseshit. On listing. Okay, so...
On listing.
I'll go first.
Well, what do you mean?
I'll save you.
What do you mean listing? That's going to be like a crazy wick.
Okay, all right. Yeah. So 5 days in after it's listed. So the dust has settled from whatever the initial spike will be, and then it pumps and dumps and dumps and pumps. So just 5 days in after the listing, once it's settled, where are we at?
Yeah, 5 days in and 3 Lottie tweets later.
Yeah, a couple of emojis of diamonds and eyes.
Rocket. Yeah.
I don't use the rocket. That rocket gets you in trouble.
So what? The supply is going to be like 100 million at that point, right?
Yeah, 100 million. So 10% supply.
Wow. Okay. Nobody knows. This is impossible, man.
Do you want to go last?
13 cents. 13 cents.
I was going to say 12.
I'm saying 14 cents.
I'm going to go 11.
No way we're all this close. This is garbage.
I was going to say 69. 69.
Idiot.
That's a hell of a market cap.
What is it, Geordie? Quick math.
What, the market cap?
SK's in the house. Pastor Scott, what?
Well, with 14 million, it'll be a 14 million cap if it's 14 cents, won't it?
Do you know what we did think, though? If we've predicted for that period Coti to be up to 69 cents or 90 cents, then 10% of that is very different. Am I making sense?
No.
You're probably making sense, but nobody's listening.
To normal people, yes. To us, no.
Oh no, I think I'm talking shit.
So I apologize, I'm on late for everybody. You guys have been here a while.
It's okay.
What's up, Pastor?
Good. I'm in South Carolina seeing my parents. So came for my dad's 87th birthday.
You care to weigh in on the price predictions?
Well, this year, next year, or 2025.
You gotta
after
ask
lockup.
Lottie, he's the boss right now.
All of the above. Three different predictions. All of them.
Conservative. I'll say probably 25 cents to 30 cents by the end of the year. I'd say it'll probably reach $1 in the fall of 2024. and I think the bull market will boom in 2025. So I'll say between $2 and $3. Depends on how far they get with the enterprises. I mean, I know they're signing the agreements and they're working on it, but if the tech starts to click, then sky's the limit. That's the key, I think. I mean, we're really early. I mean, you got to remember, this is a startup, really, and that's what I have to keep reminding myself. This is Windows 3.1. You know, this is Microsoft 1993. This is Apple in the 1980s. You know, this is Amazon 1998. You know, it's coming, but the Israeli bank thing is what is really interesting for me. And also, of course, if finance goes to Jed, which it is, then again, prices determined by mass adoption. So that's the key. It's really not the tech at this point. I think they've done the tech. I think it's mass adoption. And there is other companies that are competitors, but being Israeli and the possibility of getting into the Middle East, man, if they get tied in with Saudi money or UAE or something like that, it could get really crazy fast. That's my opinion.
That
I like that
Saudi money. Yeah. I'm just on the moon at the minute. Just don't mind me.
I'm not drinking, so I was going to drink some Blue Moon, but I ended up drinking a little bit earlier today. So, but yeah. Anyways, I think 100 million market cap. It's got to go to at least $1 billion. So I see a 10x. I still think $1 is completely reasonable. And I'm a U.S. investor, so I can't get into the treasury. But I'm a Coti shark. I hold a pretty good sized bag.
What was your thoughts on the enterprise announcements?
Oh, I was blown away. I was expecting one announcement, and I thought, okay, he's coming in early because the China money. You got to remember, Hong Kong and Indonesia are going back into crypto June 1st, and China is second largest country in the world. India surpassed it, and the second is now Indonesia's up there. So if China money pours in looking for investment, we could see the start of a pretty aggressive bull market this fall. It also, I think, America and China are at war. We're just not in a shooting war. We're in a cold war. And if they try to weaponize crypto, the Chinese, to weaken the dollar, it could get very interesting again. So it's hard to tell. But something's coming. And I think 2025, and with the Democrats will do everything in their power to make sure that they're still in power going in the next election cycle. So I see a bull market in 2 years, a bull run before the election in 2 years. I think that's a given. So we'll just see. I think the price is going to start slowly trickling back up. I wrote it down. I DCA'd back in between 6 and 7 cents. So that's when I re-upped my bags. So let's go. I'm fine. I mean, again, I've got a pretty strong position. I don't know I think if you have over 1 million, Coti, you're a whale. If you're over 500,000, you're a shark. That's my numbers.
What do you have? 5 million, like SM20?
That's crazy. I mean, God bless them, man. I don't have that kind of money. I don't have that kind of resources to sling around.
Full disclosure, I don't have 5 million.
Well, my question is where's everybody's?
It's 7.
Where's everybody's break-even point? My break-even point is 15 cents. Once I get above 15 cents, I'm making money. So,
I think I'm about 12.
Okay.
Humble brag.
I'm about 8 cents.
Good. No, there's nothing wrong with that. Good for you, man.
No, I'm not. No, I'm genuinely. I think I'm about 12.
Okay. So I think
when I first started buying heavy about 40 cents, that just absolutely destroyed me.
I bought heavy at 30, and I thought I was going to do fine, and then I got crushed. But I'm thankful that I have the assets to ride it out. So it didn't really matter. But my wife wasn't real happy when it was going down. And then she wasn't really happy when I reloaded my bags, but but I'm a believer. I'm a Coti believer, and so there you go. And I am a pastor, by the way. I'm really a pastor.
So
cool.
I gotta jump in, Crypto Daddy, and say that you are like a third of the volume of all of our other speakers. So I don't know what you're using for a mic, but maybe you could retool that.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna welcome Matthew as a speaker.
Hey guys,
because it's the first time we've seen him. Welcome
thanks
here.
for having me up. I'm interested in hearing
you want to jump into this.
I'm just interested in hearing what the
price prediction?
What the Coti community has, like the current temperature. Because I know a lot of people got burned with leverage staking, especially back in the over the winter when prices kept dropping and folks were getting wrecked. So, you guys experience any of that, or what's that about?
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, I mean,
here's what I'll say about that. When you look at the real Coti community, we have over 500 million Coti locked, and that was even before this airdrop campaign. We only added about 40 million to the treasury from that campaign. So, most of the people were already in. The people who are fudding Coti and the people who are not happy are always the loudest. But I always take the treasury as a temperature indicator of how the real Coti community feels about Coti. And when you look at this recent campaign, 302 million Coti locked in the G Coti campaign for 360 days. That's 84% of the current campaign. And that's what, 2/3 of the entire lock. So when you want to take a temperature of what the real community, how they feel about their project, I think that's a huge vote of confidence. And I'll let Geordie jump in here because I totally cut him off.
Come back to me. I'm just in the toilet. Cheers.
Number one or number two?
Echoing. He's totally on the shitter. It's all echoey.
Okay, I'm gonna go to Ship because Ship's a good boy.
What's the question? What's the temperature of the Coti community?
Yeah, just that's why I jumped in the room. I don't really have a price prediction on Coti. I am very skeptical of the whole endeavor, but the thing that I kept seeing when I was joining the Coti Telegram was folks were upset over being liquidated because they went leverage staking instead of regular staking. And so, like, did any of you guys get affected by that, or how does it all work?
No, I think first off, the Telegram's probably the worst, in my opinion, is the worst source for Coti temperature, just because it's kind of grown into it's just a moaning ground. It's a lot of questions, a lot of requests. There's the culture in that Telegram's it's not the best. And I think when you exit that and you move into Twitter or the people that we speak to on the podcasts, etc., and as Tracer says, when you look at the treasury, all of that, I think it has a much stronger message. So for me, the Telegrams is probably not the best spot. But yeah, I mean, I think in terms of leverage staking, I think really you can't be angry at anyone but yourself when you use an 8x leverage staking. Everybody that takes Coti very seriously and everybody that's in it for the long term, that as far as I'm aware, use 1x 360 days, or 1x 120 days. So yeah, I haven't been burnt by it. Most of the people that I know who are loyal to Coti, who have a relatively sizable Coti bag, they're much safer. They're much more sensible than to use 8x leverage.
Yeah, I gotta agree. Yeah. If you get out a Telegram and go into different forums, like if you join the Discord or on Twitter with the majority of people, I think that you'll get, as you put it, a different temperature when you go to those channels, because Telegram is just, I think Telegram is where a lot of the degens go. So if people are going to be at 8x, they're likely going to be on the Telegram channel. So I think that's just a biased channel, basically.
That would make sense because it seems like all the interaction that, at least, I mean, it was like a lot of it's like moon boy shit that just kind of gets posted on the Telegram.
Yeah.
Where people are excited, and you know, so with admins or bots or something like in there to post positive stuff, or people that are excited. There's a lot of that, but the other stuff kind of sticks out.
Mm-hmm.
So you say that the community is
I
healthier
think a lot
over
of
on Discord.
Yeah, if you go on Discord, there's the Coti community on Discord that they run, and they have all different channels. They have like even one for node operators, and they have one for Jed. They have one for Coti and general chat, and so it's broken down there into whatever topic you want to talk about. And then there's also our Coti podcast that we do, that we have our own Discord channel too, that everybody chats in there, and it's level-headed normal people and not people that are degenerates. But there's nothing wrong with being a degenerate and going 8x. If that's your thing, then that's your thing. There's no harm, no foul. But when you get liquidated and then you want to get all huffy about it, then you kind of just look like a fool, because you knew what the implications were if it didn't work out. So it's on them. That's it.
I think there's been a lot of people, a few people that I've spoke to that have talked to about their bags and stuff, and that there are genuine people that try the 8x because they want to obviously maximize their holdings and things like that, but they know the risks, they fully understand. And I mean, there was that guy in Telegram, I think he lost like 700k. He was on an 8x and something happened, but he was so humble about it. He said, there's no one to blame apart from myself, because he knew the risk going into that. But then you get some people in Telegram that literally say, oh, I've logged into my Viper wallet after 4 months and it's empty. What's happened? And you go, well, were you on leverage? Yeah, I was on the ×4. And you go, do you know what that means? And they don't. They just see it as, oh, high APY, I'll go for that, but they don't actually realize what's going wrong. And then they blame Coti and everyone but themselves because they didn't actually do any research as to what the risks are and what leverage trading potentially is.
I would say as well, actually, just away from the leverage staking element, I think there's at least the consensus I get from the Coti community at the moment is actually everyone's really bullish at the moment. Like at the moment there's so many developments ongoing. Coti built so well through 2022 and so far in 23, and I think the launch of Jed, we had the business development update from Shahaf where we signed a few MOUs and some commercial contracts with some really large organizations. And I think we were saying earlier, Coti is still a startup, but the scale of some of the partnerships, and I think the opportunity or the potential that they've got ahead of them is quite massive. So yeah, I feel like everyone's super bullish at the moment. The strategic intent of Coti is wild. And I think people are patient. I think people are waiting for it to build, and I think they're happy to wait on these enterprises, going live and getting onto the chain. So I think as a community, I think we're pretty positive at the moment.
I was pretty excited when they got the Singapore Major Payments Institution license.
Yeah.
What?
Not heard a lot.
Now I'm going to say something about. Is my microphone better, or is it still like?
You're better.
You're good.
Okay. Just remember, I got wrecked a little bit on this downturn, but in the U.S., you can write off 3,000 loss in investments every year. So, a lot of people forget just because we lost money doesn't mean that you can't recoup it. So when I went to my accountant, she said, well, you've got a couple of years worth of losses. And I said, it's fine, because, you just hold your assets and you can claim it off on your taxes. So at least for U.S. holders, if you did get wrecked, shame on you if you didn't take the 3,000 tax break on that. Sorry about that. I guess everybody got quiet. A lot of people don't realize just because you lose money doesn't mean you can't reclaim it.
So
that's definitely true.
Yeah, I was excited about Coti. just for the potential of it, because it seems like a great way to democratize payment networks and distribute the ownership of different, like the rails, if you will, of finance. So that's a helpful thing. The thing that really kind of gave me a lot of skepticism, though, is when I went to look at the Singapore Monetary Authority's list of licensed money institutions, Coti wasn't on there. And so I checked on the Discord and I checked on the Telegram and I checked with the Twitter, the community there, and nobody could tell me what the entity was. Somebody said it was something called Trillion PTE, which also isn't on the list of authorized Singapore institutions. So I wonder how much of Coti is like a fake it till you make it operation until it like actually comes into being, if it ever does.
So I just want to address like what you're saying there. So back in 2020, maybe even 2019, but I believe it was 2020, Coti applied for an EMI in Singapore. They have never gotten that approval 100% yet. So if you're reading that somewhere, like there's only been an application, Coti has never gone out and said that they have been approved for an EMI license.
I think there was a news article on it. I think if you search Coti MIS Singapore, maybe you'll find what there was at that point on it a few years ago. So you can read that and make of it what you will.
But the EMI license was something we were waiting for back in 2020, even maybe 2021. And then Shahaf came and said, we're going to stop updating on this because we're supposed to stop talking about it until it happens. So I don't know where it's at. I don't even know if it's a priority anymore. But Coti never declared that they had a Singapore EMI license, just that they had applied and they were working on it.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I can't find the document. I'm just doing a search now, and I can't really find the document
I just
that they put out.
I just pinned the tweet from 2021 to the top here. There's a Medium article they put out. It's like this. Like, whenever I try to verify any of the claims that Shahaf makes or any of the team makes, it's like it may be an overpromise a little bit. I don't want to say they're lying, but it seems like a little bit of an overpromise, and that's what gives me pause on the whole project.
I'm just looking for.
Well, I'm going to chime in here. They signed 40 partnerships before they released the Jed, and they released the Jed. So I think they've got a track record of delivering. I thought, the way I saw it is they took a while to build their partnerships, and then they delivered. And I think the Jed was a huge delivery, and I think that gave them, at least in my opinion, a lot of credibility in the space.
That's true.
I mean,
see, I always knew this as an application. I never took it as them. Well, I always took it as an application. So I'm going to read. I know I read that back in 2021. I'm going to read it again right now.
Anyway, I got to go make dinner for the kids. I wish you guys the best, and I don't have a price prediction, but I hope that your bags get, to the moon. I hope your price goes up. Good luck to all of you.
Yeah, take care, man.
Thanks, Matthew.
Yeah, so what I'm talking about is an EMI. This is
different. Yeah. There's a payment. This is a payment institution license. Yeah, is that the one you've seen?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the article I remember. I don't remember anything else more like closer to that sort of thing than this document here. This was the one which I was thinking was the big thing. So
So what Shahaf was talking about for about a year and a half back in 2020, 2021 was an EMI license in Singapore. And basically what that is it's basically it brings them level with PayPal. So that's what Shahaf was updating on for about a year and a half. And at a certain point, a year and a half ago, probably, he said, we're going to stop talking about it because they don't like us talking about it. And if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, great. So that's what I was talking about. This is somewhat different than that. But he's saying, so he's saying that we're no longer listed on this list. Is that was his claim?
Yeah, exactly. It was basically going to the Singapore. There's literally a website where you can search for whoever has that license, and basically he wasn't finding Coti on that license at all. That's kind of where he was coming from, which is a fair point for people to try and fact check the information that comes out of Coti, but maybe they're not exactly understanding absolutely what is being applied for at that point.
If this was an update from 2023 and they claimed something and they weren't on the list, then I would think that was sketchy. But this is 2 years ago, and priorities and certifications change. So to me, that's a little bit of a nothing burger, but it would be nice to get an update on that. So that's interesting, but I wouldn't be fudding that because that's an old update.
Yeah. But funny, do you know what though? Have a look at the paragraph, right? Are you looking at the Coti, the document from January the 29th, 2021?
Yep.
Right. Go down, right? Go past the bold, which says with a payment institution license, Coti can. Go past the bullet points. Go past the next paragraph. The next paragraph. Look at that next paragraph. Read it in full. Alongside Coti, right, read it.
Yeah,
alongside Coti, few notable companies have also listed, to name a few: Coinbase, Binance, Asia, Revolut, Alipay, Agoda, and more. I just saw Agoda there, and that's making me think, hang on a minute.
I saw that too when I was
Like, I didn't see it there before. And now I've just seen it. Like, wow. I wonder if that can help us in Singapore having connections like that.
All right, boys, I gotta head out for the night, but you guys have a good rest of the chat, and stay Cody, everybody. Zippy, what's up? I see you just popped in, and a shout out to Not an Adult. What's up, man?
Well, have a better day, Matt, or have a better night than you did today.
All good now. After talking with you guys and drinking some beers, everything is well.
Okay, good stuff. Leave one earphone in or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Have a good one.
Later.
Zippy.
See you later, man.
Later. Welcome. See you, Coti Ship.
See you, mate.
Welcome, Zippy. Good to see you.
Hey, guys. How you doing? I'm just going to try and get my earphones working. Whoever that was just speaking, I think it was Canuck, just gave me an idea. So I'm going to see if I can get my earphones working.
Yeah. And, while you do that, what I really want to know is, what are you drinking tonight?
You know what? I'm going to sound like an old man. I've got hot chocolate.
Oh, wow.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
I could do with some after my vodka now.
Yeah, I've got a little bit of hot chocolate. So
I'm doing tequila shots, which I've never done before.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Yep. We're going to have to delete this space because you missed some colorful language, mostly from Canuck.
Dirty Canuck. He's a dirty old man.
It's being recorded.
Bringing out these sexual terms.
I'll get to listen to it all. Don't delete it.
Every one of his price predictions were 69 cents, so that'll give you an indication on what we've been dealing with.
I've got a question.
Why have I only just come across this Twitter profile of Lottie's mum, just a mum who loves her son, and their website, lottiefans.com.
Is it literally a website?
And the only tweet was made 23 minutes ago. It says 69 cents. And it's retweeted by Canuck.
Wow.
That is, where is Lottie? He's gone, eh?
He's gone, yeah.
Wow.
And there is, the background picture is a very young boy that I assume is either supposed to look like or is a very young Lottie next to a golden retriever.
That's awesome. I love it.
Brilliant. Folks, I'm going to have to jump as well, I'm afraid. But I will see you around next time.
Well, thanks for being here.
Good to see you, mate.
Not at all. Not at
Catch
all.
You
Have
later,
a good one.
mate.
Catch you
too. Bye-bye. Wow, they're going thick and fast.
So I got to ask, so what was everybody's price prediction besides mine? I gave mine. What was the consensus?
What was the time frame for yours?
I said 25 to 30 cents before the end of this year, $1 next year, 2 to 3, maybe 2025.
So what the first one we did was at the end of the 360 lockup for the Coti campaign. And it was 29, 22, 28, 69 from Coti Canuck and 25 from, I think, RCD. Was that you with the 25?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where we were at for that one.
Okay, longer term, 2-3 years out.
Well, we didn't really hit that.
It's a hard one. It's
who knows? And I'm going to warn you, are you doing tequila shots for the first time, honestly?
Tequila, yes. I just got back from Mexico 2 weeks ago, and I didn't do any while I was gone.
So which tequila are you drinking? There's a big difference between good and bad tequila.
Well, I think this is decent. I found this. This is left over from a big Christmas party that I had at my shop, and this is Cabo Wabo.
That's Sammy Hagar's.
Yeah.
You guys don't even, Sammy Hagar founded Cabo Wabo, and then it got bought out.
So it's nothing crazy, but I mean, I think that's like an $85 bottle, which is pretty expensive. So
it's cheaper here in the U.S. I'd say. Are you doing añejo or reposado for silver?
This is reposado.
Yeah, that's a medium. Yeah, that's probably $55, $60 bottle around here.
This was brought to my party to make margaritas, so I thought it was a pretty good tequila to make margaritas with.
I'm kind of a tequila snob, so it's okay. Just be careful. Bad things happen when you drink tequila.
Well, oh boy, I'll be careful. I haven't said anything yet.
No, it'll. The problem with tequila is you'll try to think back tomorrow what you said tonight and you won't remember.
I'll delete the space then as soon as we get off.
Yeah, sounds like a plan, that. Especially with all the Canucks colourful language.
Hey, I haven't said anything.
So I'm going to address Matthew's concern. I mean, he was kind of like the glass is half full on Coti. He's kind of a little bit of a skeptic. I don't see his skepticism because in my book, I think Shahaf communicates. He doesn't hide stuff. I don't think he's trying to do a rug pull. The guy wants to make money, and he has a track record, and they've delivered. Again, they delivered on Deged. I see them doing exactly the same thing that they did Deged now with Enterprises. He kind of telegraphed that. He said, we're aggressively going after big clients. And I think over the next year, 2 years, you're going to see signings and stuff like that. And then I think slowly Coti will start paying out. But I do think it's going to have a massive crash on the back end of this next bull run because it's still early.
I think that goes for everyone. I mean, end of bull runs, there's nothing that gets left up there. It all comes down together. So, yeah, I do agree that it will follow the macro, and everything always does. But it'll be a nice ride up this time on this bull run, I think, with everything that's going on with these partnerships, especially the big ones. I mean, that payment network for the gaming company, that sounds like it could be very fruitful, especially if it gets adopted by the partners of that company and the daughter companies and stuff. If it goes right, and then you've got obviously the rest of them, like the Agoda and stuff like that. So the future is definitely bright, and I'm definitely half full, not half empty at all. I'm still my largest bag is Coti by far, and it always will be if they keep going with the same momentum.
Well, I went on YouTube and I had no idea what Agoda was, and so I went and watched the commercial for Agoda, and got my Bollywood hat on to watch it. Yeah, they're definitely out there, and they're a travel agency. So I don't know how reputable they are, but Indian market, Asian market, it's great.
Yeah, I mean, being a daughter company of Booking.com is just like, it says it all. It should be absolutely fantastic for Coti if it all works out. And that's an if. You've got to sort of pull yourself back a little bit, because it's easy to get carried away. It is an investment after all, and we're all here to make money. And we're not all here for the tech, although we claim to be. So we've all got to live.
How do you see so on and off ramp payments, creating maybe some kind of a coin for them, for loyal users like Agoda, something of that nature, you think? Like a PayPal kind of vibe?
Yeah, I think they'll have their own token and plus a loyalty token. Like it makes a lot of sense to reward loyal visitors who use your website over their competition. Like, why shouldn't you? Like, just like you've got air miles in the air industry, you would have reward points that would give you cheaper, discounts on next holidays. It would be definitely a way to keep people in. I mean, we are seeing apps now for all major restaurants to get meals free, like your classic McDonald's and all that. They're offering you loyalty points on their apps. It may not be in a blockchain token, but it feels like the right thing to do for the future. And all of these apps probably will move that way as well, if they can, capture more value for their customers. So I'm quite happy, bullish on it.
Did anybody else move their staking for Cardano on the Fluid tokens when they listed that they're using Deged? They're going to do the airdrop on Fluid tokens if you change your staking pool. Did anybody do that besides me?
I haven't. No, I'm always looking for opportunities with that bag I've got of Cardano to get some free ISPO airdrops and stuff. So no, I honestly, there's just so much news going on at the moment that it's just one that didn't come up on my screen. So what was it? Has it started the epoch yet for collecting that?
Yeah, they're two epochs in. What happened is they were highlighting the use case for Deged, where Fluid Tokens is going to use Deged as it's an NFT trading platform and borrowing trap platform. So I went in and looked at it, and I noticed, and it said that they were doing a free ISPO if you got in early. So I moved my Cardano staking to that, and it's I think 6 months out. If you do more than 50,000 Cardano, it's like a 5% bonus. But I went to Block staking pool. They're a German staking pool. So I just transferred my stuff over, and I did that about 15 days ago. So I got in the first epoch, and it pays out after 6 months.
So they're doing quite a few epochs then, if it's a 6 month stint.
Right. Yep.
Cool. I mean, it's a cool way of supporting some of Coti's partners. So yeah, it's definitely. Thanks for pointing it out for people. It's quite cool.
So Zippy Zorro, what did you think about the most recent business development update from Coti?
I thought it was great. I mean, everyone was really hyped about it, which is always good. I liked it. I thought it was good, especially as they didn't need to do it, because they were just finishing up with the Coti campaign, so they definitely could have spaced it out a bit So what I think happened, I'm guessing here because I don't know, but I bet they got news about the contracts or one of the contracts, something made progress, and they were like, let's let the community know because no one was expecting it. Everyone was kind of expecting an announcement about the end of Coti, and we got two nice announcements at the same time, which was great. My battery's at 5%, so I need to plug in.
You charge your phone in the bath?
No, it's at 5%. I'm not in the bath. Does it sound like I'm in the bath? Is there a really bad echo? Oh no, it's my headphones. Oh no. Okay, right. I'm gonna mute myself while I go and get a lead to charge my phone.
Yeah, right. You're flashing. Never mind.
I apologize about the echo. If I unplug my headphones, I bet it sounds better. Let me try again. Hang on.
So,
right, does that sound better now, or is that worse? Is it the same? It's probably the same. All right. I'm going to mute myself while I flush or go and get my lead. You can take it as which one you want. Hang on.
So I will say that a couple of the team members that I have a pretty good relationship with, Coti, I was mega pressuring them to give us something, either to the Coti podcast or in Telegram, give us something to deal with all these people asking about adoption. So I did know that there was a development update coming. It took a couple extra days, but like we were pushing hard for that. I was begging them for something, like, please give us something to settle these people down. And one of the questions I was asking is it still a global name? Is it still going to blow our minds? People are concerned that because we haven't heard anything for a long time, that maybe something has cooled off. So I was really happy to see it because I know we were getting sick of trying to, appease people while nothing conceivably was happening on the front end. Hey, Geordie.
So we've got you to thank. We've got you to thank for the update then.
Well, that's not what I'm saying, but I was definitely, there was a few of us pushing like, guys, we're suffering here. We need something. I was hoping that they would let us break it. I'm selfish, right? I always want us to be the ones to kind of give the alpha. And I will say, because I am rugging this space soon and deleting it, that I think that we'll be seeing in the next, few months that we're going to start getting news from Coti and that they're going to start trusting us with that kind of stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. Oh, Geordie's gone. I made him uncomfortable. Look at that.
He's flushing. That's exactly what he's doing.
So yeah. I'm sorry to chime in here again. So he said the stable coin, or excuse me, the coin with the bank in Israel, and he said, give it some time. Is that like 2024, 2025 time frame? Do you think?
I don't know. I thought more of a next year kind of thing. That's a good question. What do you think, Zippy?
I think he's always said that the contracts take time, the slow boil. So I think if the expected time from when they announce them to when they or when they announce they have a contract to when they can actually name them or say that they're properly signed, or even they go into production, I guess is like 2 or 3 years. I'm guessing it's at least a year and a half, 2 years away. And then the ones he's talking about now, the ones which I take, the first two are the ones, which was the consultancy company and the gaming company. Those are the two which I think are most likely to happen soon. And by soon, I mean this year. Or actually, one this year, one most likely start of next year. So I think the other ones are like a year and a half to 2 years out, the other ones. But you never know, because I think the gaming one or maybe the consultancy one sped up. Because remember, an update or two ago, he said that they're going to be talking about the enterprises because one of them has moved forward because the customer wanted to move fast because of the banking issues.
And I'm
So I
betting
think it all depends on the environment.
I'm betting that that's the gaming company. What do you think, Zip?
Yeah, I'd go with gaming, and especially if gaming means casino, then definitely gaming. But gaming could just mean, like arcade gaming. I'm like an old guy when I say arcade gaming, but like mobile gaming. I think is the way that most people play games now.
So
Well,
at the beginning of this space, we kind of agreed that Playtika is out of the running now because the numbers just don't add up. Playtika has a lot higher numbers than what Coti is claiming. So we're back to the whole Daffabet thing. And what do you think, Zippy? The numbers seem to add up, and with the history, with the Ultra e-wallet and everything else, it seems like
most likely something like that. I'd go with that kind of gaming company. And the thing with Playtika, I think Shahaf's got a deal with them where he's like on the board, or I can't remember what happens, but he would know the MOU numbers off by heart if it is them. I'm pretty sure. So the monthly active users, he wouldn't have to check, or no one would have to check in the back end. I'm pretty sure that they would actually know that and not get that not wrong, but just to have to check those numbers twice.
Agreed. Sorry, I think I cut you up, Crypto Daddy.
I'm sorry. He also mentioned in that update that the gaming company was wanting to move forward to break into new markets that are currently or underserved markets with that. I picked that up as well. So I'm going to just make the assumption that they're looking in, Africa, Asia, those kind of areas.
Yeah, I think that's a good point.
So I think it's going to be mobile based gaming on a phone or tablet.
Rather than gambling, you're saying?
Yeah, well, I think that I'd love to see a casino adopt it, but I think it's going to be I see a similar movement here because one of the things he said about when they were developing the partnerships for Degenerates is you get to a point where they're calling you and you don't have to call them. There's a tipping point. I don't know if anybody's seen the movie The Founder about Ray Kroc. Pretty good movie. And he makes that same comment in that movie. You get to a point where you're seeking out clients and then clients start calling you. And I think that there'll be a tipping point for Coti if they can get there. And I think that's why they're going after larger clients. If you can pick off bigger clients, well, I've said it before. If you catch a big fish, you get the small fish in tow, and I think that that's going to be the case. I think that's his strategy. I think also that you could see Coti getting sold in 3 to 5 years. Somebody else buying them because Shahaf has done that with other businesses, and I could see a bigger enterprise or somebody coming in and consuming Coti, and that would definitely take the price to a whole different level too.
So one of the things I'll say about your mobile gaming comment is that leading up to these most recent announcements, he did tell us that the announcement would be about a high-risk industry customer. I don't know if I would consider mobile gaming high risk. I think it points us back to a customer like Daffabet. There's a history there with them building the Ultra e-wallet. The numbers add up in terms of users. So I do think it's gambling and not gaming because he was pretty explicit about it being a high-risk customer.
Well, I am completely happy as a pastor if he gets a gambling company because I'm a pastor, but I'm a Coti holder. I just want to make money.
Yeah. I hear that. So I think we're getting to the end here because we're coming up on 3 hours. So if there's anybody that wanted to come up and speak in the last couple minutes, if there's any questions, comments, it would be a great time to raise them.
I want to thank you for hosting this space. And thank you for your patience. I was probably one of those people that was challenging about when the enterprise announcement was going to come out. So appreciate appreciate the patience. I was always kind about it, but I was getting kind of concerned.
I think it's a fair question, right? Why are we building these rails for nobody? Who is going to come and use them? So we were all, and I think I've said this before, but going back about a year, we used to get updated on what the transaction volume was for merchants. We, the nodes processed 25 million or 20 million, worth of transactions this month. And then we stopped hearing about that because they decided to stop talking about it. So I think it's I can understand people want to know, okay, who's using this tech? And it seemed like nobody was. So I think it's an appropriate concern, right? We see it constantly in Telegram. So I don't think any of us were kind of sick of hearing that because, even us, we wanted to know. I think Zippy would probably agree with that. He wants to know what his node is processing every month.
Yeah, I think everyone kind of wants to know, especially on the business development side. You want to hear some progress. Yeah. And like you said, I think before they stopped announcing because I guess their customers didn't like it because it was commercially sensitive to say, especially as you can it's not so easy to work out exactly who their customers are, but some of them are some of them actually state we are a Coti customer. So for them to keep saying how much they deal with in payments each month isn't great for them either, because if you know how much they charge and you know how much they process, you could potentially undercut them. So I get why they did it, but I think once they stopped announcing that, everyone was like, okay, when's the next announcement for how much you're doing, or when's the next enterprise announcement? You need something for the business to be announced at that point.
I think that when the news came in that Coti was going to be powering Jed, that it was very exciting, but I think everybody underestimated how much work that was going to be, how tough it was going to be to collaborate with IOG. We know it took way longer than they expected. We're talking like 4 times longer than they expected. I think that put a lot of things on hold. From business development to multi-dag 2.0 and beyond. So I think that was kind of like 1 year lost to the abyss of Jed and working with Cardano. I don't not know that for a fact, but it sure looked like that. So I think they're playing catch up a little bit.
Yeah, I think you're right. Go ahead.
On the ERC 20 holders for the exchange in the U.S., any idea which centralized exchange it's going to be?
Yeah, we've talked a lot about this.
Ooh.
We don't really have a consensus. But I think it's going to be KuCoin because Coti was launched on KuCoin. They supported Govy. They support the native chain. What do you think, Zippy?
I think I know, but I'm not going to say. Because I don't think it's fair. You know what happens if I kind of think I've worked something out? I kind of don't say anything, and I leave it to the team to announce it. Because
you think it's Coinbase? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything,
but that is what you're saying.
No, I'm not. No, it's not. I'm not. I'm saying that I'm pretty sure I know who it is, but I won't say anything because I want the team to announce it. And I haven't had the team confirm to me that I'm right or wrong. I haven't even properly asked them actually if I'm right or wrong, but I'm pretty sure I know who it is.
Are you gonna at least DM me what you think? Because
I will DM you. I will DM you some proof of why I think what I think, but I'm not going to say it publicly.
That's funny because a bunch of people have their theories, and it's been really interesting. People been working hard on this, so that's fun.
Yeah, I think and there may be more than one. I think I've worked out who one of the exchanges is. There may be more than one. In fact, I'm pretty sure there's going to be more than one. But I don't know that for sure. I'm just guessing there's going to be more than one.
I'm going to throw my theory. I'm a Coinbase guy, and I think Coinbase is going to be one of those exchanges because it's the largest U.S. exchange, if I'm right.
I'd like it to be Coinbase because I use them as well. I use a few exchanges, but Coinbase is one of the ones I use, and they're probably one of the most trusted ones. At least in the US they are, but they're trusted worldwide. So, I'm in the UK, I use them as well. But yeah,
Coinbase also
is a good one.
just applied for a license to go offshore to the
Bermuda,
Dominican
right?
Republic.
Is it Dominican?
Yeah, I think it's the Dominican Republic, or it's somewhere in the Caribbean, which is not a bad place to go. Yeah, they're. I see Coinbase if the U.S. does not get their act together, which I don't think it's going to happen in a political season. I think you're going to see them start offshoring a little bit.
Yeah, I can see Coinbase doing that. I can see them having two exchanges similar to Binance has, where they have global and US, where Coinbase will have US and then a global one, which isn't governed by the same rules as the US one.
Because as a US holder, I can't move my Coti into a Viper wallet. So I'm glad that they're branching out a little bit, and I actually like Coinbase. It's and I use a Geordie wallet for my Cardano. So
yeah, it's so easy. You've just reminded me. It's so easy to forget about those in the US. Like we're talking about Coinbase, which is the biggest exchange, I'm guessing, in the US, or maybe Binance, not quite sure. But everyone in the US can't yet enter on Viper, and it's easy to forget about that.
I feel like I get people reminding me every day.
No, I mean I hear people saying it, but then just in this conversation, I completely forgot about it when I was talking about like what exchange it will be. But Coinbase would be great. I'd like it to be Coinbase.
Well, for instance,
I'd like there to be a few exchanges. Like I'd like the native ones, both of them, Huboy, KuCoin, and then I'd like the big ones, Binance and Coinbase. Those are the four I'd like. If we get those, we're covered. I don't think we'll get all of them.
I'm hoping that it's more than one as well. But just getting back to the whole restricted countries thing, like I don't know if you know this, Zippy, but Canuck and like Canada, is restricted.
Yeah, it didn't used to be, but they added it, right? So you guys joined when it wasn't restricted.
Correct.
And then it became restricted, right? Which is crazy.
Yeah, so we're lucky to still be on. And I thought it was going to cause issues for me getting onboarded. So once I got approached about being onboarded, I was literally nervous to ask this question, but I'm like, okay, before we go further, do you guys realize this? Okay. And we had been having a conversation for 15, 20 minutes, and it had been with the group, like same kind of group that I'm sure you had when you came on. So the conversation was very fluid. And so I kind of made that spiel, and I think it went 6 hours without being answering. So like,
oh my gosh,
without it being answered. So, it was like everything was like back and forth in the group. And then it just went silent. And I was like, oh my God. Right? I can't believe after all of this, after more than 2 years, I'm going to be the one that's like, yeah, I'm sorry, bro. We didn't realize. Because a lot of people say like they didn't know because I wasn't really on Telegram. They didn't really know much about me. So it was like, I was hoping, oh man. But anyways, it ended up being okay. So, but I was sweating there, man, for like 4 hours. I was just, uh-oh. And I was talking to Geordie, and I'm like, I think I'm out, man. I think I'm out.
Oh, no. Well, hopefully, I think the XRP SEC case is meant to wrap up next week, supposedly, the rumors are. So we may get some news about clarity. I don't think it will be much. I think it will just be if there's a fine or if they've settled. And if they've settled, what it means for other projects. So let's see.
It's hard. I find it hard to keep up with all of that.
I used to hold XRP on Coinbase. Oh gosh, I took such a loss on that. I was such an idiot. But yeah, I held a fair amount of XRP and I sold it at a huge loss. Like the price tanked immediately after the SEC case. And because I thought that clarity was about to come. And then what actually came was the SEC case. And everyone was expecting clarity to come. And it was just crazy because the meetings between the SEC and Brad Garlinghouse leaked that they were talking and that Brad was going, he's like the CEO of Ripple, that he was going to the SEC offices. So everyone was like, oh my gosh, we're going to get clarity. We're going to get clarity. And then I was like loading up my bags as it was climbing up, buying at like 69 cents.
Oof.
And then they got sued and it crashed down to like 18 cents. And I was like, shite. And then I was thinking to myself, right, I can hold this until the case is done. I'm glad I didn't. And then I think I moved into Cardano when it was fairly low in comparison to how it was now. It was like, I don't know, like 18 cents, 17 cents. I bought some more. I mean, I already had some, but topped up my Cardano bag and I took a huge loss on the XRP, but I made it back on Cardano because Cardano climbed quite well. But yeah, I think the case will wrap up and it'll be interesting to see what happens. So that's next week, supposedly. We'll see. Fingers crossed. I think it will be helpful for the US. Especially as I forgot the guy's name now, the guy in charge of the SEC, but he got slated this week. Gensler, he got slated this week. So, but it's all a little bit of theatre, all of that stuff with Congress.
Yes, it's just a gong show over there. I can't even believe it.
Well, the Republicans are running the House, so
yeah.
So you have to remember, and then the Senate is almost
Democrat,
split,
right?
split 50,
oh, is it split?
split.
Oh,
well,
okay.
It's very, very close, and they don't have a super majority, and we're going into election year in 2 years, and I think Europe just kind of clarified crypto, and the state of New York has done a really great job. So there is a roadmap. With the U.S., they're supposed to figure it out the states, and then the feds are supposed to adopt what happens best in the states. The states are supposed to be incubators, and the feds are supposed to pick that up. So I think they'll get there. New York seems to be the lead on this. I mean, a state like North Dakota is not going to take their time. They don't have enough people probably in the state to regulate. But I live real close to South Dakota, and South Dakota is a real funky state for stuff. So yeah, you're going to see. I think they're going to be slow, but I think they're going to get there. That's just my personal opinion.
Fingers crossed. I hope they do. Because as far as I know, the SEC, they enforce the law, but they don't make the law. It's Congress who actually makes the law, right? And the SEC just is supposed to enforce whatever Congress decides.
Right. The SEC is a regulator. It's kind of like it's like the ATF. They're not supposed to make law on the Second Amendment. They're supposed to regulate law on the Second Amendment, and Congress is supposed to pass the law on the Second Amendment. But there's a little bit of push-pull on this because, again, you have a divided House, and so. But again, election year's coming up, and candidates will start getting online here real soon. So we'll see what happens.
I've got a question for you. Is there one party that's more pro-crypto than the other, or pro-business or enterprise? Or is it just 50-50? It just depends on who's being paid by what, I don't know, the lobbyists or whatever.
The thing is that the Republicans have always been sort of the party of the business, and the Democrats have sort of been, more of the people. But what's happening right now is Wisconsin, for example, did very well. The Democrats did very well because 90% of all college students are voting Democrat. So what they're doing is they're doubling down on college towns, and they're pushing the vote in college towns, which is really smart. And that way they don't have to deal with the rural vote, So they just kind of push it beyond it. But Democrats, also, they want to make money too, but they're gonna have to get there because you can't stop it. I mean, it's like AI. I mean, we all heard about it, and then Chat GPT came out with version 4. I think blockchain's going to have that same moment. There's going to be a moment that suddenly everybody's going to hear about blockchain. Nobody knows about it now, but in about 3 to 5 years they will.
Yeah, I think you're right. It will be in everything in a few years, especially when pensions can allow it. When you can invest in it in your pension, I think that's the big thing.
I think they'll allow a certain percentage, like 5% or 10% investment. They'll put regulations. I saw Europe said if you move more than 1,000 euros or whatever, it has to be, it has to go before the government. They have a similar law in the U.S. that if you do a bank deposit of more than $1,000, it gets reported for drugs. So they're starting to kind of figure out some accountability, so people aren't just slinging, $100,000 of trading. The wild west days are kind of over, and it's good when they mainstream it. Then you're right, they'll slowly phase it in, but it's coming. But don't underestimate China. June 1st, Hong Kong, China, it's here. So money's got trillions.
What happens on June? What happens on June the 1st?
The China exchange through Hong Kong gets opened. The centralized exchange. And Indonesia also opens on June 1st. So this summer, even though everybody says the summer is a slow period, Chinese money is going to be pouring into crypto over the summer. I see the summer being very strong, quite honestly. So I disagree. You guys said 25 cents after the lockup. I disagree. I think 25 cents in 6 months.
Let's go.
I wanted to mention that Army of Spies, I think it was today, he had posted and reviewed the various politicians' leanings towards crypto. And it was almost kind of like 50-50 between Democrats and Republicans. So that was kind of nice to see that, both sides had a lot of pro crypto folks in the government. I don't know if you guys follow Army of Spies YouTube channel.
Not myself, no, but I've seen a couple videos.
Yeah, he had. I guess somebody had kind of posted like which politicians were pro crypto, and he went and looked at between the Democrats and Republicans, and it was kind of surprising to see that kind of both sides. You had quite a few pro crypto politicians.
That's one last thing. I know you're trying to wrap up. I'm sorry to interrupt you. The Jed on Polkadot, that gets me excited. The Jed on Dot, that would be crazy. And I don't think Dot has a good stable coin at this point.
Yep. It's going to be interesting to see what happens when Jed goes multi-chain. And I like the fact that the Treasury, and I know you don't like hearing this, but I like the fact that the Treasury will see benefits from that. But we're seeing all-time highs with Jed. Did you notice that? I think we hit like 4.3 million the other day. Our reserves are a little low right now because of the price of ADA. But good things are happening. So it's been about 3 hours. I think I'm going to rug the space here. But I'm definitely looking forward to doing this again next week. Next week at the same time. And I know we had to cancel it just because everybody's too busy, but we do have a pretty awesome podcast coming up with Alex Panasenko. So we'll be talking about Jet stuff and Coti and everything else that's going on. And I'm looking forward to that. And that's been pushed for about 2 weeks. So thank you for showing up, guys. I really appreciate it. We are going to delete this one. I'm going to try to save little bits and pieces from it. But I hope that you can all join us next week. It'll be the same time. It's 4 p.m. Central Standard Time for me. And we'll talk about what's new. The ERC20 campaign will be in full effect. And hopefully we'll find out some more stuff about our business development updates and some clarification on some of the questions that we've had. So thank you again, guys. I'll see you in the week. I'm going to rug the space in 3, 2, 1.